Why is that light off up here? Why am I in the dark? All right, everybody all right? All right, too, to be here. Isn't that right? Little by little, we start seeing more and more people coming back to life. Isn't that right? Not a con of Yahuwah. Isn't that right? He recovering us little by little, isn't it? I appreciate that, certainly appreciate being alive by the con of Yahuwah. So that's a good reason why they light off, y'all told me? Oh, they're working on it. So somebody unplugged something. This is a new gadget y'all put together where y'all cut a light on. Oh, okay. So whoever came at that event, we need to start sending them the bill. Ain't that right? Old folks didn't like you playing with their lights on and off. Ain't that right? Should make my bill go up. I had an aunt, they bought her a microwave. She wouldn't use it. She had it in the house. They like, Mama, Grandma, this for you. Got a microwave, she unplugged. They said, why you unplug it up? She that thing use electricity. See, anyway, because the clock would be on. She was old, she left it off on, she said, I'm not plugging it. She wouldn't even plug it up. She never did use that thing. They tried their best to get her to use that microwave. One of Aunt Smith's mother's sister. Old folk didn't play that. They look at that thing, they like, that thing plug in the wall, it come on. Yeah, yeah. Old folk be counting pennies. They don't fool around like that. I got some pretty good aunts though. They pretty good, they consider it. They look at stuff like that. The young people today, they don't think like that. Anything they can get their hands on, take it, in there right? Them old people, I got some aunts, I send them a check every month. They tell me, one or two of them tell me, they call me and say, listen, son, I don't want you to miss out on your bills now. So I said, my bill? They said, yeah, you got bills to pay. Don't be trying to send them down here. I said, I can assure you, you don't have my bill money. I'm not sending my bill money nowhere. And that right, I pay them every month on the 25th. When I get paid, I pay the white man. I sit in front of that computer, white man, white man, white man, white man. They start here, I want the white man to have his money. When I get paid, white man get his money. Every time, I don't try to hold it, fish it around in my pocket. As soon as I get it, pay the white man here. I said, 1 month, he stared at my face. I know a lot of y'all don't know about that, do you? I just kind of pay as you go. Later on, be late. See, y'all lose a lot of money. Them late fees will hurt you. See, they never did teach people of color how to pay their bill. Old people knew about paying their bill. They didn't teach them about credit. They had credibility. They had credit. They just never gave them the grade they gave white people. Oh, yeah, they can give white folks. Niggas didn't have no 7, no 800. What a nigga know about an 800 credit score in the 60s? I'll tell you, you knew what a credit score was. If you know how old, do you know how old you were when you really knew about a credit score? See, they didn't tell about that. They didn't tell black people about their credit. They just always told you to make sure you pay on time. But they didn't tell you how important it was certain stuff you did would take your credit up, which would give you ability to be able to go and borrow money and you can maximize and borrow against your credit. See, that's why I try to make sure y'all covered on every end. Because a lot of stuff people don't know the importance of. Well, I just pay it when I get it. That can hurt you later when you need something. Credit is very important to you. Even if you don't use it, it's just being able to have that leverage. Because sometimes it can be something that's more than your spend, more than you would care to spend cash-wise. And if you can get it by credit and pay a loan and keep your cash and keep maximizing stacking, then you learn how to use it to your ability. If you're just using credit, go get credit to pay out your money, you really just stupid. Basically, you're just stupid. If you paying money if it ain't got a purpose to it, it don't make no sense. You're trying to spend money where it make a purpose, where it can benefit you. So somewhere I got to eat, cover me, have me some shelter. I got to be able to drive, get around, have a car so I can go buy some stuff. You don't need no junk like that. That's just stupid. You're going to wind up keep accumulating, then that little monthly going to keep going up. You pay that little monthly, you ain't even touching the principal. You paying that stuff. Now, it's so bad on your credit card, they'll show you down the bottom. If you keep paying at this rate, you'll pay this off in 10 years. Isn't that right? You think about how much money the credit card company, if you notice most of these companies, the department stores start their own credit card company. They're like, I'd rather let you pay on it for 10 years than buy it and leave right now. I got more security because if you buy that product right now and leave and you don't come back, now how am I make money? But if you bought it on credit and you paying every month, then I'm accumulating interest and I got dividends coming in every month. You said for them, it's an investment. You think all the people in the store, if I got a store with 100 people in there, and if 100 people buy, and if 75 of the people on credit, I mean, I just set myself up an income for 10. Somebody gonna go ahead and pay it off. But for the average of them, they'll just keep paying. And you definitely want the late fee people. Credit card companies, this was like early 2000, late 90s. They said they accumulate about $8 million a year in late payments. That has nothing to do with other money. Can you imagine if you accumulate $8 million off of money you don't even account for? Because they know the average person is lazy. They forget, they don't set their stuff up, they'll pay it when they get it, they ain't gonna worry about it, run and pay it off when they gonna buy a house. That's when more people try to clean their credit up. So I want y'all to start, hit somebody in it. That's the truth. That most time, that's when more people realize you can run as long as you want to and don't pay these people. Decide you buy a house, they'll show you. They're gonna leave them, when they wrote it out, they're gonna say you don't have to go back and pay that. They want you to pay it off. Go find them people, pay whoever it is, pay it off and bring me back a letter showing they paid it off. You'll pay them eventually. So what I like to be able to do is to try to educate our people. And again, you won't find this in the book. You'll find different writings that'll tell you about owe no man nothing. Let's just be practical. It's nothing in life. You can't buy everything in life. So you're gonna owe them, but as long as you paying them on agreed time, then you still fulfilling what the book said. If you told me it gotta be paid on the 23rd and you give me to the 5th of the month and I pay it, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm still meeting the requirement because that's the agreement we made. Y'all got it? But I'm trying to teach y'all how to survive. What y'all get taught in him, I want you to take it and use it out there where it's gonna benefit you. Y'all got me? Whether health-wise, whether it be financial-wise, doing business, however you gotta do. Y'all see now, a lot of y'all finna back these jobs. Oh, they finna put y'all in the street. Y'all see that? Fifi sent me one today on that CNN fired 3 of their employees for not getting vaccination. Oh, they coming at y'all little by little. The vaccinated people ain't in no better shape than you. They still coming up with it. And you know what? It'd be different if they got it and it go right away. You got a quarantine like I do. So what's the benefit of your shot? Tell me I'm sick, but I ain't sick. There's a lot of folks get it, ain't sick. A lot of time the people pay attention to the people that actually had a problem. Most of those people already have other previous, they already got, reoccurring issues that already affect them. Well, high, really high blood pressure, diabetes. Then a lot of them might have the asthma and other things are really complicating for them. When you got asthma and other stuff, how many of y'all had it wasn't as bad? They called it, you wasn't that bad, you didn't have? They had a picture of that tomato juice. That when you had? You the first one we know had it. How bad? It wasn't bad. You wasn't coughing and stuff? You just felt bad? Had the fluid. Yeah. That's what most people don't know about the coughing. I was telling somebody that years ago they gave us cough suppressant syrup. Y'all remember that? That's really bad for us. You really don't need to suppress the cough. You need to cough. The coughing is because something is in your lungs and your lungs are trying to excrete it. So you take a Creomotion. Years ago, I remember as a kid, we took Creomotion for coughing. I remember they give you this and take this for coughing. It's really bad. The reason you're coughing because your lungs are trying to expel what's in them. So if you're taking something to keep your lungs from, keeping your body from trying to excrete what's in them, then you actually hurting yourself than actually helping yourself. You need the excretion. The coughing is good because it's trying to get the fluid out. Y'all got it? I mean, so a lot of times you look, I told y'all before, these people don't cure illnesses. They teach you and they just basically pacify your illness. See, because all the stuff they give you, they tell you gonna help you, it doesn't help you. How many people medically know about it? Am I right when I'm telling them about them coughing? But then, you gotta ask yourself, Formula 44 was big for that. Y'all remember that for coughing? Creomotion, what they had? NyQuil, all this stuff for the keep. What else they had, sir? Black who? Black cough? Black drought. It was a cough, man. Hold on for a minute. Somebody laughing at Uncle Ted, because we'll fight him. Who laughing at Uncle Ted? Oh, bam. Say, you'll fight him, Uncle Ted? Woo, that's what I'm talking about. I know, he said to the white. So you think about it. Yeah, see, all those things they gave, it was to suppress coughing, right? Versus you really needed to cough, because again, your body needs to expel what's in it. Like you have a fever, they would tell you years ago, if you get a fever, take alcohol. How many of y'all remember that? Some of y'all remember you would take alcohol, you rub yourself down, and it'll break the fever. How many of y'all, some of y'all familiar with that? How many, let me see y'all hand in one for me. I don't want to come out here by myself, which is another thing that can be bad for you. Now, if your fever is like extremely high, almost death rate almost, then you want to break it. But the only reason your body creates the fever because it's trying to expel the virus. So we'll go take stuff to say, no, take some, break the fever. Your body is designed to do certain things. It's trying to get rid of the virus. And it realizes that by heating the body up, it'll cook it and make it expel. You're gonna start to sweat because it's trying to expel what's in it. It knows that when your body gets so hot, guess what your body does? The pores open. So when the pores open, it allows the heat to release when they're looking to let the virus out. So a lot of times, they hadn't really taught us how to keep ourselves. They said, I'm gonna give you something to keep you from getting a fever. But if you're sick and your body's creating a fever, it's only creating a fever because your body has mechanism to protect itself. Hello? In saying that is to say this, if they hadn't give us the proper knowledge on how to, to medicate and heal ourselves, what make you think they gave you the proper information for you to be saved? See, the only reason why we had these conversations, because we have to break the myth that, or this consciousness that we think we have, that the white man is actually here to help us. Again, when I'm talking about the white man, I'm talking about the system. I'm not talking about each individual white person, okay? That makes no sense. I just need you to understand that people have given us bad information. So we have to come back now and reassess everything they've given us. People can get conscious out here on the street about things, about police brutality. They can get conscious about economics. They get conscious on a lot of things, but then you need to be conscious about your spirituality. So these people have worked up from so many different ends to where a lot of times we're not actually focusing. The average person is only focused on one thing, either getting money or getting saved. You know what I'm saying? They leave one for the other one for us. We're looking at all this is inclusive. Because part of our detriment is making sure that we stay broke. If you look at the people with the poorest health care, you ain't gonna believe it. It's the richest people in the world. Who is it? Who just happen to be the people that's supposed to be deemed the poorest people? The people with the worst education are people with money. Did y'all know that? Who are the people with the worst education? Poor people. You ain't gonna believe who just happen to be elite among the poor people. The so-called nigger. What nigger? You a nigger? I'm a nigga. Wouldn't you like to be a nigga too? So now, with all that being said, that's how important it is for us to become conscious about everything around us, everything we're being fed, everything we're being told. Y'all got it? Everything we're being given. We got to watch it. I mean, they're the only people that come along with help and make you apologize for them helping you. And you don't even realize that they make you do it. You might not say your mouth, but you got to fill out paperwork saying, please forgive me, white man, that you had to come help me. Isn't that some mess? He always finds some way to make himself look like a savior or a crusader. The man is only giving you back money you paid into a system. This ain't come out the white man's pocket. The money comes from the people you ought to be asking an apology to, or you should be thinking is your own self and other taxpayers. See, he the only man I can take your money, give it back to you, and make you apologize to me. You gave me your money, I turned around and gave you some of it back, and you apologize to me. Boy, you a nigger coon now. Isn't that right? You an official nigger coon. And I be one too, because I'm filling out that paperwork. But now, again, before we dive into the book, it's just important for us to think about everything. Just like all of a sudden, if you notice, this virus is attacking our children. It's attacking our children. So now we're starting to turn. Now we're starting to consider. With this new attack that they're going, and no doubt they launched it to come after our children. Viruses just don't pick people or pick age groups all of a sudden. But it just tells me that these people are redirecting who to attack. They thought maybe we would do it when it came down to us, but now it's our kids. So now since it's affecting the kids, it's gonna be able to justify the laws they're gonna implement. Y'all see New York, you're not gonna be able to go in the grocery stores, none of these facilities, government. Now this is what's gonna hurt you. A lot of these people got court cases. Now you can't come in the courthouse because you ain't been vaccinated. You do know you missed your court date. So now you're under arrest. Now this is where they're gonna get you at now. That's fine. Because once you're incarcerated, you just lost all your rights. You have absolutely no rights when you're incarcerated. So now it ain't a matter of will you take the shot, you don't have a choice. It becomes mandatory because now you become custody of the state. See, being in prison for us and for the so-called Negro is right back to where we start with these white folk from the beginning. How is it I lose the right to be a man and make decisions simply because I committed a crime? It don't have to be murder, rape, robbery. It could be I drove on suspended license, and because I chose to drive with license that was suspended, and maybe I wasn't conscious of it, but since I'm arrested and under custody, I'm also under the jurisdiction and the care of the state, which means at this point, I don't have rights. Everything's being delegated to me. When you come in, they don't ask you, do you want to take a hepatitis test? You ain't got no choice. They poking you off the rip. As soon as they get you, you don't have a choice at this point. So see, we've been dealing with this so long for the so-called Negro, and why they look at, why is it the so-called Negro is the person that's heavily incarcerated? It's because we've been incarcerated since we've been here. That's right. So we've never had an opportunity to really be a real man or a real woman. That's right. That's just being honest. Part of the hate we have for each other has been issued out from us, from our oppressor. That's right. Everybody feel like the other one got an easier job. What the man got to do? Nothing. He get the peace standing up. And we look at what the woman do. She stay at home, she ain't got to do nothing. All she do is squat and piss. So we have such a bad ideology of each other, it's only natural that we're going to hate each other. And a lot of our hate for each other is out of ignorance and misinformation. This is what the man has done to us. So it's important for us to come back to reassess everything we've been told, everything we've been taught, look and properly examine, and then look at who's been giving it to us. Who's been giving us all the information we have about each other? Who's been putting such a divide between us? Even with religions teach you to hate anybody that's not of your religion. Right, right. Another form of segregation. Yep. People talking about white and black. Religion is the most worst segregation we got. Oh, yeah. All these wars that fought, religion plays a part of it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All of it's religious. It is. It's that Christianity domination against every other religion out here that's not Christian. Rarely you'll find Christian fighting Christian. Look at them. They can hold themselves. They found out America spied on all of European nations. When Edward Snowden, the boy who was in Russia, none of these white countries, Christian countries, got in ships, got in planes, and flew over here to attack them. No, sir. Didn't do it. They found out Russia been impeding in the election. They hadn't gone over. Let them find out Iraq did it. Right. A Muslim country. Right, right. Let them go find out a Buddhist country. Right. Then they ready to go to war. They'll put ships out like they go out against China because it's a matter of them fighting each other about whose God is superior. They teach you this. They can put you on the same corner and you'll never speak and you'll hate each other simply because of what they told you. It won't be because of any truth or real information you have. It's only because of what they told you. They'll teach you other religions want to do to you. You don't actually know that. That's what they told you. Right. Y'all got it? Right. I hate them because they false. I hate them because they work against the ideology that Mr. Yahuwah established. So I learned why my purpose is what, but I ain't got to go out and kill them. Right. I ain't got to go out and disenfranchise them anyway, because unless they cross the line with me. Y'all got it? Right. White people are people that what's the word, encroachment. Encroachment, when you just kind of ease and start to come over into other people's property. This is what they do. Until they finally get you, they disinherit you from your own land. Then they stick their flag in the ground under the premise of Christianity. They come to be helped. They actually be hurt for you. Any help that white people came and offered in a country has always been hurt to them and helped the white people. Look at Libya. Libya was never a country that was this stable. Did y'all know that? Under Omar Gaddafi, no, they were never unstable. Omar Gaddafi actually came over to other regions of Africa because he wanted to try to show himself as help to Africa. He came in offering help to Africa, regions in Africa, doing things. He wanted to be named and recognized as a friend of Africa. How many of y'all didn't know this? Y'all do know you can check behind me. Y'all ain't got to let me sit and tell you these lies, right? White people didn't like it. You know they tried to frame him too for having sex with them women around him. He kept a lot of young women around. They're white too. They had gold watches with their names wrote on them. Yeah. They tried to get him for that and try to justify that one reason they went and got him. He was having sex with all them young girls. You know, they interviewed him. I saw him. You know what the girl said? Say he never had sex with us. Say he never touched us. Said man treated her like we were his own daughters. Never had, and when he was a younger man, he was a very handsome young man. Never touched him. They just assumed because he had them around him that he had sex with them. They said out of their own mouth. What? They said never did. They say he never touched them. say he treated us just like he was, like we was his own dog. White women, the same people he treated white, the white fathers of them came back and made sure they killed him. They got white people, other white people from Europe that came up and told they were friends to him. What type of person he was, what kind of respect he had, how he cared and how he treated them in business. White people didn't like it. They didn't like it for the fact he was sending their people to go up on solar energy. All this stuff they get ready to break off and do now, Gaddafi was ahead of these white folks. He was trying to teach other African nations how to break away from them and get independence. Independence ain't you moving out. Independence is you not needing them. See, we think independence is, this is what kids do. I'm finna move out, mom and dad. You move out, but then you need stuff. That's not independence.
That's right.
Independence is, I don't need nothing. I can sustain myself. The Negro needs independence from white America. Y'all got it? Right now, I tell y'all before, we're more like polynumeral. You need something to support you, to make you out to be a fraction of wherever it is. You got it? We need to break away from these folks. We need independence. See, all the doctrine and ideology they gave us has only averted our attention from what we need to be focused on, our salvation. You know, the book told us to look unto me, all ye ends of the rocks, and be ye saved. How am I do that when I'm under the imprisonment, the domination of, under the hatred of these people? How am I stay focused on Yahuwah? There's no way in the world you can stay totally focused out a whole 24-hour day. He doesn't allow you that. See, when Yahuwah set us up in Jerusalem, everything was conducive to look to him. Right. Think about it. When I go in my house, I see all of his writing down my doorpost. The people that I associate with that come to my house, and the people whose house I go with, this is our conversation about Yahuwah. You know what I'm saying? When I go out to work, all the things I use, the tools are all communicative to talking and relaying a message to him and him from me. From me washing the olive, from me taking the zen and I'm cutting, I'm separating. All this thing, the peg, something that give me security. So it's a constant. When I'm laying down, I'm thinking about Yahuwah. But now that I go, I got to think about a prayer. I worry about the white man shoot me, the police shoot me. I worry about some white woman if I accidentally just kind of just walk by each other. And I'm sitting, I ain't paying attention. I just can't, oh good, now she holler rape, nigga tried to rape. Now I got to run for my life. Now, what you running for if you ain't done nothing? Right. I'm running because every black man, when a white woman holler rape, is going to wind up dead. Right. But the first thing they're going to holler, if you hadn't done it, you ain't done it, you shouldn't have ran. Right. I had to run because some white boy, if a white man get me for the white police, either way it go, I'm shot and I'm dead. That's what kind of country we live in. You can sit here, and you can act like things don't exist, but you live in a real world where people take your life at random. And guess what? With no recourse. There's no recourse. The people giving out shots, they know that the first thing they took off the table was a right to sue. If it's safe and effective, then leave the right to sue on the table. They got it on for birth control. They got it for every other pill that's sitting in this pharmacy. I can go after them. I can sue them. Johnson & Johnson had to give up millions of dollars when baby was using talcum powder and they got sick. Right. Then why can't Pfizer and Moderna do it? That's right. You took that off the table before you put the shot up because you already knew there was a liability behind it. Yep. And them pharmaceutical companies knew our behind gonna get sued behind this. Yep. Make everybody around the world, how everybody in the world that stupid? How the whole world stupid? What's my recourse if this go bad? I'm the sole, how many of y'all the sole prime survivor providing your home? Can you afford to take this shot and you lose consciousness, the use of your limbs, activity, mind, recovery, whatever, your balance, equilibrium? Can you afford this? And there is no recourse? This man has a wife in a wheelchair he had to take care of. Can you afford to be in a wheelchair too? And no recourse. If he's got recourse, he can't afford. Some stuff you can't afford. Money wouldn't even help me. If I can't move, I can't think, remember, how is money going to help me? It's going to help the other people around me. I can't afford it. Well, I'd rather do that than die. Some risk, I'm going to have to just wait to see when they come here. Isn't that right? I'm talking about Yirmiyahu when they came down, he talked about when somebody told her the good was going to come. He said, we had to wait and see that. That's right. Isn't that right? Like Martin said, isn't that right? So I might not be at best, sir. He said, then again, I gotta wait till he come back so I find out. Isn't that right? I can't run around here and take no chances. Y'all understand me? I just want you to be conscious. Conscious of everything around. Conscious of how many different things working against you. Every day, these people are working to kill you. Every day, whether it's something they put in there, whether it's the food they give you, whether it's the water. We just trust these people shoot water through these pipes. We don't know what they're getting. I know these folks. I got smart niggas in here. They drink bottled water. It's not possible to put pipe water inside there. That's stupid me. Oh, woe is me, I'm so stupid. You know it's impossible to go cut a faucet on. How many of y'all ever drunk water and took the bottle and put water in there from? How many of y'all ever done it before? You know you the first time it happened. Then how dumb your bottle say, do not reuse. But then guess what? They go, but then the nigga go put it in a recyclable can. Why I can't reuse it? We can't be that. How the bottle know how many times it been used? Like, oh, stop, this is the second time. I can't do this. But why the man make you go put your stuff in a recyclable can and you can't use it but one time? Do you think your lips the first one touch that bottle? That bad. I got chewing gum that got out the paper. You know, how you clean paper? How you clean it? Tight. Man, put all that dye on them wrappers and then put a can behind. None of that stuff can leak through that paper and get to the other side. None can see through the paint, the fumes, or none that you spray to put on that they put on their paper. None of this can come through and touch the product. That's a condom on the inside of the wrapper. Ain't that right? Man, we got a lot of confidence in people. That means it's time for us to start changing, start looking at everything. You got to think about this. Look at the condition of the Negro. Why is it we hadn't sat down as of yet to discuss all the things we use, all the things that are over us and all of the different governing powers and realize this has been part of our psychosis and our demise? Hello? We got to get a dissident with these people. We got to get to a point where we're against these people, their establishment. It has to be. We can't continue the way it's going. We got to be against the establishment. The establishment is killing us. You know the first establishment they got? Religion. Then politics. Most of you people think it's their governing power. They learn how to oppress you with religion first. Religion where everybody got the power of setting up authority over you. All the stuff you got. How many of y'all familiar with propaganda? Let me see how my intelligent, wise people. Where you at? Nobody? All y'all know what propaganda is? What is propaganda? Information that's biased from media or misleading to start a cause with false information, sway, propaganda. It don't have to be false. No, it doesn't. You're right. It don't have to be false, but you agree with what they're saying. What about you? You raise your hand on college. You agree with that? They say, yeah, y'all agree with that? How many more agree with it? When you said this misinformation, disinformation, y'all don't agree with it? Wow, that's tight. Some of y'all just got suckered into something. If I kept questioning y'all, why y'all think I kept questioning y'all? Because you only know the second definition. That's what you know. You know the second definition. It's going to first start with religion. The Roman Catholic Church actually set it up. It's Curia. That's how they actually form and they regulate the government. See, you only know what they needed you to know. That's why you pay me. You don't know what you think you know. They keep telling you something because they need you to be ignorant. A lot of these people, words that they give you are not English words. They're either deriving from the Greek or the Latin. They'll give you stuff that's from the French. That's how these people predicate everything they got. They learn it from them. But when they tell you something and they only give you what you, why you think they use so many definitions? So many different phrases to a definition? Because they teach you which one they want you to know. Which one you want to use at that time. That's all I need you to know. A white man ain't stupid. You think you can take your fingertips, information's at your finger. Nigga, I give you what I want you to know. You lock into a database box And what come out that box, I'm going to control it. I'm not going to allow you niggas to go through no trillion pages, no information. What you like with a billion pages of information? One of y'all dumb niggas might read it and understand what's going on. So it's going to be biased. I'm only going to give you a certain amount of information. Well, don't worry about it. Again, this is not important because a lot of things you don't realize that these people operate and they do, it starts with religion first. That's how they get you. They gave you misinformation about salvation, didn't they? On the Holy Ghost, how you get the Holy Ghost? Where the Holy Church? Holy Ghost, everybody got you first. You confess and you be baptized and you be saved. Then it came in and said you got to speak in tongues, evidence of the Holy Ghost. How you do speak in tongues? Where you come in, you tarry. What's tarry? Well, tarry, you come in and you're sitting down. We stay here all night. We get on our knees and we start calling on Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Keep calling on till you get it. Then folks said, I got it. They were tired. Folks just got tired. I got it. Nobody couldn't question. You've been tired. They said, I'm an old folk. That's how you doing. You have such a name. You tired for the Holy Ghost? Listen, you young. They don't know. Listen, them old folk will snatch you. Get your coat to you. How you doing that? You tired for the Holy Ghost? I'm telling you, them old folk get you mad. Pull you cold one know you done tired for the Holy Ghost? He would say, so you need to get saved. Them folk tell us, I tear it. You be like, God almighty. It coming all that folk coming in, staying wet their knees out and just start telling lies. They done got tired, got old, make out noise. Nobody gonna check you. Walk. Holy Ghost, you heard him. Me and Mother so-and-so, me and Mother Joan got the same night. Folk getting it different nights. It's a mess. And see, all this stuff comes through because this is how they work you. They work you with it. It starts with religion first. This is how they program. That's why, we take a different approach than churches or any mosque or synagogue or Hebrew, whatever it is. We're not diffusing from any of them or moving from any of them. Everybody uses it. It's just up to you guys. And I want to make sure we sit down and really consider and ask yourself why. Why were you never told what I just told you? You guys going to college. Most of you hadn't looked the word up, you just knew what it was. Most of you repeat. I know you had, because you would have knew what you were talking about. Most of us just said it ain't hard, everybody know propaganda. Come in and get information. That's what they need you to know, because they don't need you to know the real truth. I need you guys to know the truth. I need to know the truth. You need to be able to live. You can't live something you don't know. What have you found your whole life been a lie? We familiar with The Matrix. The movie the white man came and gave us. The movie the white man stole from a black woman, took it, changed it around, and this I show you, she didn't even know it was hers. She didn't find out, her friend told her.
That's right.
Can you imagine you write a movie and you so dumb, you don't even know it's yours. Your friend them who read had to tell you, you do know this your movie. That's why you don't see no more Matrix. You got your 1, 2, 3, they learn, because he's like, oh, this is mine, huh? That just show you how white people take your stuff, put it back in your face, and you don't even know it. Typically when a person writes, you're writing from creativity, which means some of what you're writing is going to have your influence in it. So there's certain things you're going to tend to know, simply because you can't just write or move with it and not put some of yourself in it. You know what I mean? Some of your intellect, some of your whatever it is, it's going to your favoritism to whatever, it's going to be there. Writers are prejudiced, okay? So now, there's no way for you not to know that. They just show you how calculated white people are. I know some, how many of y'all seen that Invent Help? Invent Help. You seen your invention and we don't have it. You couldn't be more dumber. Invent Help. These bastards got the airplane. Everything they got from us. Ain't that right? Edison, let me tell you something. Edison tried to sue the nigga who got the light bulb to stay on. This is what he got to do, poop. And everybody's giving this man credit as though he created something and it worked. It only flashed. That's not helping you if something go poof and it's gone. How much did that help you? A nigga gave it longevity.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Edison tried to sue him and lost. Most of y'all don't know. How many of y'all didn't know that? You don't know y'all can check behind me.
That's right.
The white man is really not smart as y'all think he is. He's always tried to. It's bad when your own white court in the middle of slavery and oppression, they don't even agree with you. How bad is your case? When a nigga ain't even a human being, an animal, a jigaboo monkey kid, how bad your case gotta be when your own white folk won't even go along with you?
That's right. That's right.
Do you know how piss poor your case gotta be? What y'all think? They had one nigga on the jury?
No.
All whites.
That's right.
No white women, white men.
That's right.
Racist cracker. What kind of judge you think they had? An interracial judge? A cracker.
That's right.
And just so happened his name was Jack. Now you do the rest. Cracker Jack. Oh, Cracker Jack. You be kind of quiet. I don't know how your pastor operated all that hollering over there. Y'all. He said, say all. He said, let the Spirit lead him. Well, you see, and I just try to get y'all to look at these things because they'll tell you stories about and they'll give you information about, but it's up to you to actually go and do your own research. Of course, whenever you research, again, you got to remember, you're going to find other writers. Other writers wrote for certain reasons. You know, even some whites that look at, they don't necessarily agree with everything that their own said. You know, it's just how these people keep saying election is stolen, election is stolen. Everybody says, oh, why they go away with all that? Why they keep coming along saying election is stolen? Why don't we just start looking at, why do they keep saying that?
Come on. Come on.
What do they know? That all of a sudden it done jumped up when we done said that for years. That it was rigged. When niggas said they didn't go to the poll because they thought the white man, all of a sudden now white folks jumping up saying it's rigged. We like, what's rigged? They said check the machine. They said the machine, they saying you use a Chinese thermometer and you can change, a Chinese thermometer? How you know about a Chinese thermometer changing the vote? Hey, y'all heard about this new story?
Right.
Oh, come on, folks. Then it come up, China's interfered with our election, Russia interfered with our election. Y'all do know there ain't been an election of a poor country that China, Russia, the UK, and France hadn't interfered in. There's never been an election that don't interfere. That's why they're pissed, because now what's happening to them is what they do to every third world country. You actually think we can afford, let me see, you just happen to be sitting on a major port that we all had to pass through. And I really need this port. I don't need for him to get it. I don't need for him to get it, him to get it. But depending on how you guys vote, depending on who you guys elect, it can keep me from getting it and one of my other counterparts can get it. You don't think I need to do something to make sure that the person getting it I need to keep somebody from getting it? I can afford for your third world country that's sitting on a key point that have precious minerals and ores and diamonds, different things that all these countries need now. And I can afford for you guys in this tiny country to make a vote and make a decision that could keep me out from your country and from receiving these. And you can do business somewhere else, which means all these countries are influencers of these other countries. They're influencing your neighbor. They come to your neighbor and tell what they're going to do for black. You don't see these people year round. You see them during election times. That's part of controlling you. See, that's what propaganda is with the courier. They only appear a few times. They only appeared when it was the installing, you don't believe it, of a pastor, bishop.
Right.
They only appeared when you were sitting in your judicial branch. And they only appeared in when you were setting up your Imperium. Y'all familiar with Imperium? They used to have drugstores called Imperium. Anybody remember that? Drugstores called Imperium? Y'all remember that? That means they were superior. So they set their supreme rule. That's when they appear and they show up. See, when they come out in these churches and putting these people in different places, they control who they put in place. You talking about a big major church, you don't just let no member pick nothing like that. You got influencers that show up and appear to put those people in. Just like when the Pope is installed. You know who they let do that? The Cardinals go and do it. What you like letting the church members sit around the side about a Pope? What them retards gonna know? They take these intelligent people to set him, who are in charge of the propaganda. That's when they say, when other time you see these cardinals come together and meet? Because it's a Roman Catholic behavior that they came from propaganda, that they come in when it comes to the establishment. Or putting up, that's why it's important for us to have the dissident that we're against the establishment of religion. We need to do away with it. Part of the white people breaking away from them over in England, what they want to try to get away, because they want to get from under domination and rule or king and under domination of a religion and be able to choose a religion. Did you know this?
Yes, sir.
No, all of them did. They said yes because they heard everybody else. Nobody want to sound stupid. We need our people to be intelligent. You need to know this. You know how important religion is. White people need you to be religious.
Yes.
Because if nothing else, if you don't hear me, do me a favor. Everybody, just close your eye for a minute. Listen to your God. What is your God telling you right now? You talking about the God you gave me? The God that you educated me about and you set the stipulation on how to worship and when to worship him? Because everybody knows Sunday's his day. Hello? What did you know before you learned about Shabbat? Sunday. Everybody knew that's the Lord's day. Don't be stupid. Y'all got it? See how he misinforms you? You'll read a book that tells you that clearly that Yahushua went into the synagogue, the sun again, on the Shabbat as his custom is only his ritual. The man that died to save them went to service on Shabbat. And all of a sudden, once he died, Sunday was the new Saturday. Sunday was the new end of the week. Every fool knows Sunday is the first day of the week. But that shows you how they can program you.
That's right.
That their courier came together to give you disinformation because they knew if you came and kept that day, that would be setting you up to align you with the commandments. That if you kept, he would baraka you. I can't just hold you and keep you unless wait a minute, let me come on. I'm gonna kidnap you, all right? You kidnap, right? All right, I got you, I kidnapped you. But I'm finna get ready to go now. Don't go nowhere. What's gonna keep her from going somewhere? Unless I tie her up, chain her down, beat her, cut her legs off. I gotta do something to keep her from moving. So I don't wanna do that because then I really lose the value of you, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna teach you about Jesus, okay? Jesus who died for you. You never knew about it, but I'm telling you about it. This is the right way and the safest way, the Jesus. Now, you can go ahead and leave now, but I'm just telling you now, when Jesus catch you, it's going to be bad for you. I know one thing, if I was you, I wouldn't leave, I'd stay here, because Jesus is going to send you to hell. Then you're going to burn forever. You're going to be in the lake of fire. All these things he's going to tell you about, he's going to take some of our premises, but then he's going to indoctrinate you in another way, and that is going to be more powerful than cutting off anything. He realized, I'm losing money to cut our legs off. What can you do with your legs off? I need people can work. I need people that can serve. I need people to go. You're not helping if I got to pick you up and carry you. You're more of a burden and a weight to me. But if I can get into the mind and I can program you how you think and get you to believe in something that does not exist and give you disinformation, that'd be more predicated on keeping you here than any other stuff. Appreciate it, sweetie. Hello? Yeah. That's why you guys come and you burn out. They work you and put you out here to burn you out so you can't think. By the time we get through that, when we get with him, you've been going all week. What you need to do right now? Sleep. I need to rest. But who time is it? Man, you know, we think about it Friday. Just got paid. You know, I'm finna go to the club. I'm finna go home. I'm finna rest this weekend. How many folks say that? This weekend, I'm resting a whole weekend. You're not gonna do that. Nope. That's what they give you, man. When Friday comes, you say, woo! I can't wait. So I can end. When the Friday end, what they call Friday, when that sunset for us, we move right into our Shabbat. Right. We move right into the time. We saying, their time is ended. It's time for me to concentrate and to focus on. I need to replenish myself. But you know what? He put us still in another draining session. He drains us, so he know you can't be any good for him. We don't realize the importance and the value of us being able to do it. Think about it. You can't. He gave you wives. So if I just come in for that, I kidnap you. Come on. I just kid you just out, just picking on him. Now I kidnap a good brother. Boom, I kidnap him, take him on him. I take him on him, and I get him to marry her. Now, there's no way this Allah ain't gonna work for him. Who know why? Already married. Are you already married? Well, I don't want you to break the law, and you be against Elohim words. I can't get him to marry. Are you serious? Are you serious? Boy, you better get your behind him, nigga, before I beat you. Right. Because I need to put him in a situation where there's no way his Elohim can help him. Right. He's in complete error. Right. How's Elohim going to help him when he's in error? Right. Y'all don't realize how, listen, do you understand they put us in a situation to make sure you could not get yourself out?
What Satan comes and say, man, I can't do this, man. It's wrong. I'm already married. My wife. Are you serious again, nigga? I'll kill him if he tell me some stuff like that. And every other nigga see me kill him, they're like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Come on here, we're gonna get married now. I pronounce her husband and wife. You good. Think about it. But they done these things to her, and you don't realize it hurt us. They made sure, how you gonna escape? When you go and quote, no weapon formed against my people shall prosper. And every tongue that rise up in the judgment, you're condemning. This is the heritage. This is the inheritance that goes to those. So how I got an inheritance if I'm in adultery? How am I having a heritage and these people got me committing zanu? They studying me. Go ahead and lay with this one. Come on. Go ahead and lay with this one. And the whole time you thinking, I'm keeping you to where he can't hear you. The man told you, he said, are my ears heavy? Or are my arms shortened that I can't? What's keeping me from helping you? Your qatar. It's qatar, so I can't even intercede. Not until you get the knowledge of. We know we're looking to come in and save us. I can't. You're in complete error. So guess what he already set up? They're going to need to be taught of me. Right. See, I got to make sure you be taught of me. Right. See, once the people are taught of him, now he can make a choice. He know, you got to kill me before I do it. You're going to have to kill me. There's no way. I'm going to have to receive. You're going to have to kill me. I can't do it because he won't be able to hit me if I'm in this action. See, you never thought about this, have you? You know we said, how we sat here so long? Because we have been in complete error. Complete error. Think about our forefathers. Think of how many times these folks put up these early practices, where they put us at. Early practice is not new among our people. My mother, do you know how old your mother was when she got married? Ain't Smith. 14. Y'all hear that? Yeah. Just like the new 28. You know how old your mother and father was when they got married? 16, 17. Now, me and her never had a conversation about how old your mother was, did we? But I wasn't no fool. You know how they got married at 14 years old? Pregnant. How you figure? So now the pregnant girl gets married and now it's clean. That's what you do. You make an honest woman out of a boy. Shotgun. Now, this honest woman, honest man, gonna pray to God to come in and save and deliver him. Complete error. Yep. That's right. Don't you know the oppressor knew that? That's right. He did that when he brought them over here. Yep. He put them in a situation where he knew he won't deliver you. He cannot, because now he goes against his word. But he knew, I gotta put somebody among them that'll teach them. I gotta put somebody among them that'll teach them to make them become conscious so they would admit what they've done wrong. That they will refuse to allow this man to come back and put them in another situation where he can't help us. You think our deliverance just gonna come from reading a book? You're reading it, but you don't even know what he's talking about. You don't even know what your problem has been. Why your captivity had been so long. It's been a part of his plan. He told Abraham he was going to come and give us in our fourth generation. 400 years we've been here. Now we come and he giving us intelligence now. We're reading the book different. The way we read, we never grew up like this. Now let's stop. Let's look up this word. Let's see where it's going. Let's go through all this. Let's talk about what's going on and how this stuff is interceding and how it's prolonging our captivity and our deliverance. That's right. Let's start examining everything that's going on right. They didn't teach us that. You just throw it there and let God handle it. Everybody do like this. It's the Lord. Man, we ain't worried about that stuff. Are you retarded? Are you retarded? These people teach us foolishness, stupidity. Now I gotta come back, we gotta educate ourselves. I can't count on my oppressor. Y'all want me to go get, I ain't talking Justin, he's good. I'll go get y'all one of the white men in a suit, let him come here and talk to you. Go and tell you what kind of niggas how kind you niggas should be and how happy you niggas should be. You will be. Because as bad as it was, you was in worse shape than that before he met you. You could walk down there and cheaters and lepers were ripping you in half. Walk around there disease infected, didn't know how to bathe and riding out, Let me ask you a question. How many of y'all done rode down the street and seen a homeless person? How many of y'all done stopped your car to go get them and put them in your car and take them and put them in a better situation? What make you think this cracker done built the boat, came over here and saw you, and picked your stinking, bald head, retarded, monkey green plan, AIDS homosexual behind her, and brought you back over here? And doctored you up. And you won't even pick a nigga up down the street from you.
That's right.
No, you can't be that stupid. You can't be that stupid. The man came over there because they heard you had gold. Huh? They employed shipbuilders. They employed people who knew how to navigate to get them over to where you were so you can get your goods.
Yep.
Then they found something even better than gold. It was the nigga. The nigga. He found black gold. Not the oil, it was us. Huh?
Yes,
Man came in and moved us out and put white-skinned folks in there. So when you look, it looked like everybody been there, white Saudis. Isn't that right? White Mizraim Egyptian. Everything they made, when you look, you say, man, no way I was wrong with him. All these people here white-skinned. Yeah, when I removed them and took you out.
That's right.
How much money and time and how many people got to be involved with that plot? Huh? Greece suffering right now. Yahuwah burning Greece up. You ain't gonna believe the name of the area he burned up. It's called Olympia. Never heard that before.
Yes, sir.
And then some reason in Japan they having some, I can't remember that, the Olympics. Did y'all know Olympia is burning up right now?
Right now.
Did you know that, listen, they're trying to say their statues they're burning and they can't save them? Right now, Olympia is burning. They're trying to save their monument. Yahuwah told her he's going to execute judgments against the Elohims of the Iraqs.
Come on. That's right. That's right.
Elohim done showed up.
Yeah,
Who could have did it? But Olympia?
yes, sir.
That's what the Olympus about. Mount Olympus, where they claim all their gods sat.
That's right.
That's where get Olympus. All the gods were challenging each other.
Right.
And now the place is on fire? Who could have done this?
Yes, sir.
Could have been Hercules?
No, sir.
Could have been Zeus?
Not at all.
Could it be the horse Pegasus kicked something over? Medusa? Yahuwah is executing judgment on these people. And what, listen here, and I tell you, just like the Malaka Yasharal said, and we lie still.
Yeah.
We lie still. Yahuwah, if these white folks know, they don't want you to know this. They're trying to get you involved in the Olympics.
Yep.
These crackers sick right now.
Sick.
It's coming down on them.
Coming down.
London Bridge is falling. They say, y'all remember that? London Bridge is falling down, falling down. We never know. We just sing. We know it's coming down on them. Y'all know they got 7 countries in Europe right now that are flooded out. They're flooded. Y'all haven't seen. Listen, Europe is in a catastrophe.
That's right.
They are flooded. He's flooding these folks. He's burnt. Listen, he's burning. He's wreaking havoc. Nobody want to talk about it.
That's right.
They gonna talk about Trump. Anything, some annoying punk, give a flying flip by Trump. No more I care about. You put him in behind the bag and turn upside down, I wouldn't care who hit the ground first.
Yeah.
Anytime you got 2 decrepit old racist crackers, it don't matter which one hit the ground first. None of them never did nothing for us. These folks, this lady trying to see, Biden is playing the game. Biden is for us. I look at him. I say, you're another stupid one. You actually think this dirty cracker doing something for us? This is the same cracker told us he didn't want y'all going to school with his kids.
That's right.
He said you were super predators. Him and Hillary and them, listen, most of these people call it the high crime time that they're getting from prison is behind the Clintons.
That's right.
First black president. Responsible for these niggas sitting behind jail for small amounts of crack cocaine. He was snorting cocaine.
Sure was.
Brother got caught by the FBI on tape. They were talking. He said, this ain't enough. He said, my brother Bill a vacuum cleaner. How many of y'all remember that? All that just went. Listen, FBI did an undercover stuff. His brother Roger. Roger told him. He said, my brother Bill a vacuum cleaner. They blowed it all up on the table. Everybody moved. Niggas the only one. He the first black president. That's a cracker with a saxophone. That's how you get him now. Soon as he got in, when did you ever see that saxophone again?
No more. Not again.
Man, went on the city, that show he programmed nigga. I remember when he went on that night, brought his saxophone with him.
That's right.
Everybody like, that white boy cool. That white boy never, listen, they never had another picture with him on saxophone. Caught them niggas. That show, because you know what? They know how to move. Niggas thought we found us one. One gonna be sympathetic to our weed, one gonna be sympathetic to us. We don't need nobody to be sympathetic to us. We just need to be conscious of our surroundings and our aware, and we need to become more aware of what's going on in people who care about us. None of these people ever cared about us. The first thing y'all need to do when you come to the door, nobody cares about you.
That's right.
It's not their responsibility. You have an Elohim that's looked after you, and now he's coming back to restore your knowledge, so then you can get your dignity, and he can come and fight for you. He couldn't fight for you before because we were in error. The people in error, the people he are destroying. He need to get us from error so we wouldn't be destroyed. It looked like it's him. My hand's tied. What I'm gonna do? I got execution, Elohim. I had to execute on adulterers, okay? Whether he made you go and you're an adulterer, Carrie, I execute against adultery. That's just bottom line. I cannot help him until he and her get out the situation.
Right, right.
Master done made you fornicate. Commit. You do know my hands are tied.
Tied up. They're right.
My hands are tied. I can't execute because you're in error.
Yep.
In order for me to help you and defend you, you had to be a proponent for Sadiq. Right now, you're a worker of Qatar.
That's right.
Sin. No. See, once you think about that he knew that was purposely done.
Yes.
That was purposely done.
Yes, sir.
To put you in a psychotic state where he knew he can't help you. I can't help you not until you get out of it. And he knew it. I remember, how many of y'all used to watch wrestling?
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite matches be tag team.
Yeah, yeah.
Tag team.
Yeah.
How many of y'all know how that worked?
Oh,
How that worked?
Struggling on the ground.
You got to tag your partner, and you know somebody pull you, and they almost be there. And then they snatch it, right, almost there, and they snatch them back. Listen, being you down, and listen, and your partner on the road want to get in there. They trying to referee say, no. And why the referee fool around won't let you in, you get stomped out. Guess what? That's you, nigga. Because you know what? His own laws are holding him saying, you can't. The rules got you. You can't. You can't tag in. You ain't been tagged in. You stuck. That's Mr. Who. I want to help you. But my own rule, my own law, if I go against my own law, how am I going to execute against these other people? But if I gave you a teacher, somebody that will come in and teach you and get you back to the precedent he set you, that you were supposed to teach it to your children and to your children's children, and they were supposed to teach it to another Tuladar generation. That's what he knew. He took away your teachers. He took away all your information. At that point, we've been a victim for 400 years. I'll never forget that cracker. I'll never forgive him because he purposely destroyed our homes. A lot of the women you victim, you hurt, it's because of him. He made us hurt you, baby. A lot of men hurt. He made you hurt us. A lot of kids without fathers, without mothers in homes and broken homes, and fathers and mothers are dead. He know what he done. I'll never forgive him. I'll never sit in his face and I'll tell him that he's guiltless. He's guiltful. He's guilty for what he's done. I'll never forgive him. I'll never forgive his system. He'll never pacify me. He'll never make me come to a consensus with him to say, we even. It'll never happen. Not until his fathers and his fathers burn. I need to see the carcasses of them. I need to see the carcasses of those people fall for what they done to our people. Y'all hear me? Don't you ever forget it. You always tell your kids why we put the pressure on them, why we pushing them. Because there's a system that's working against them every day. They're building prisons off of you every day. They need to know that. See, when you know what the odds are for you got, then you know what you're dealing with. See, Yahushua came out, he knew. You know the problem is, how many of y'all look at Yahushua as the greatest ever? I do. Smartest ever. Most blameless. You know why? Because his father taught him. That's the difference between you and him. His father taught him. You know what his father taught him? What to say and what to do. That's what he did. His father taught him. He would consider his yet-to-die son, his beloved Ben, simply because he kept what his father taught him. Think, had you been taught the will of the Father from your rearing up, you have been taught the benefits of what you receive from keeping it. If you already had pre-knowledge before, how much different that have made from situations you got into? You know, we learned about situations we got into after we got in them. Man, that was a bad situation. Too late. Here's a man that came that knew everything before it came. I already know coming from the I already know you come to invite me to go with you. You kind of give me the key. That's okay, I ain't going. I don't know. I go and I get myself in a world of mess. Now what I say, man, had I seen this, man, had I known this, I could have avoided it. Daoud tried to tell him about being with people. You know what Daoud told him? Said, one an enemy. Said, then I could have avoided him. Said, wasn't even him that hated me. Said, then I would have hid myself. He said, but it was you. He said, it was a man, my equal, my guide. So when he saw Yehuda, I already know what you're going to do. That's why he told him, what you going to do, go ahead and do it. I prepared myself. You know how many times our men have been slain and murdered at the hands of other men that look like us for trusting them? Because nobody taught them. See, his Abba taught him. He was the Ben of Daoud, and he was the Ben of Yehuda. His fathers taught him. Why you think they broken our homes up to make sure we're not there? How is it we can come together and have the best time to create a child, but we can't stay together to raise one? What did slavery do? Slavery didn't leave families stay together. That's stability. Even if it was slavery, I need to bust them up. So all them years, we used to have that grandma and them together 50 years, 60 years. Them days over with. Them the folks you know stay them. Mom and dad ain't making that long. Mom and dad make a few years. My mom and dad wanted to get, I don't even know my dad. My mama, I ain't never met my mom. I grew up, my grandmama raised me. My auntie got me. What you think the purpose of this is? So how easy is it going to be for you to come and recreate a stable family? Probably just jump from memory? Straight just a behavior you just walk into? You hadn't even grown up in it. So what you're gonna produce, what you're gonna manifest? A broken home. You of your own self-conscious, and you'll want something different, but simply because you've never seen it and you never lived in it, it'll be hard for you to recreate it. It's hard to create something you never seen, you don't even know about. You don't know how it works. Then you gotta get a person with that mindset in order for it to work. You can have the mind all you want of what you want, and I want to do different, but other person say, hey, it don't make me no different one way or the other. Hello? I won't forgive him for that. Because we better people than what he told. I looked at the like the nigga just cursed, the nigga just stupid, the nigga just, it's just the niggas, that's just a nigga. No, it ain't just a nigga, it's just the people that plant that work against us. From our doctor appointment to people that medicate us. They give us stuff that works against us. You know your body got hormones. Hormones control attitudes, behavior. Do we ever look at sometimes what these people, we rarely ever read the side effects in this stuff. You know what they do enlarge on the side of it? How many times you supposed to take it? They'll let you know that and let you know the count of how many in there. But the side effects of it, people don't tell it or rarely even look at it. What it'll do to you later, and we realize why we're so dysfunctional and why it's hard for us to focus and stay in is because we've been medicated by our oppressor. It's just like I was using a young sister here, a coup here. I was telling her if I want to keep her here, now I can chain her up, tie her up, I can cut off one of her limbs, maybe that'll keep her. But what would be more devastating for her, more controlling, is to get into her mind. And you know how they work us? It's the mind. Why you think he told you to let this be in you, which was also? See, think if you start thinking like that. Think if you started thinking like an emperor. He thought like an emperor. Sitting in Jerusalem, but Jerusalem being controlled by the enemies. He still thought about him being an emperor. He said, my Malkuth is not of this arise. Because if it was, he said, man, we fight. They gave us a book and told us he was the Lord of hosts. If I have a part, I'm the host. What does that mean? Huh? I'm controlled? A host is a greeter. That's all a host is. A woman should be a hostess. She's not a controller. That's just a person that just kind of, they're the responsible for the party, whatever it is. They're responsible for the event. They're the host. Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you tonight to your host. And they told you he was the Lord of hosts. So what were you thinking? But had they told us that he was the Elohim of Sabut, which means those were warriors with him. When he told you Yahuwah was coming back with 10,000 of his Kodashim, they're going to call saints, he would come back with warriors. Whenever you read our book, don't you know the emperor would appoint so many men that would be warriors and fighters? Even Daud had them. He had men that were skilled with the left hand, more skilled than a man with a right hand. He kept them separate. He said, I got skilled right and left-handed men. Because he look, I'm an emperor. Someone's always going to challenge me. So he kept people that could fight on any level. So do Yahuwah. But they told you he was a hostess. Somebody with a little skirt on and a bonnet at the door passing out program. Versus telling you this man kept people under him that will fight. They try to come and they suppress your fighting spirit. They do it to animals. They take wild animals that you'll watch on a nature. So look how white people make you look at them. First, I show them to you in the wild. This animal destroy, fight his own. Cub, he don't play with him, don't play. Sometimes he'll bite down on an aureole that they call the lioness. He's aggressive. He'll attack a lion. He'll attack an elephant. He'll attack a giraffe. He'll attack a hippo. He'll fight a Cape buffalo. Then a white man go get him and get him by the head like this. Roll him on the ground and get on top of him. He's a white man put his hand and put his arm in his mouth, and he don't even bite him. What you think that's about? What do you think that's about? Did he tell you that? See that? So you know what he learned. You have an Aleph called the which is the eye, which gives you the appearance from sight that gives you knowledge. So by you watching these animals on TV and seeing what they can do, and you watch a white man roll on the ground and lay on top, let it get on top of him, grab it, and then roll it over, and he'd always put his hand in his mouth. Play with it like just roll it over and play. You saying, man, white people brave, white people bold, white people strong. White people can do anything. So you think less of yourself. It's the impression he leaves. He never said that. Well, Austin said, he never said that, Austin. But he know if I let you see it, you'll put the picture together yourself. That's how he beats you out. He beats you out from watching. So he used that television and he used it to your demise. All the good shows white. If you go back and look at any of them black shows, you'll really see you're a buffoon. Martin is a buffoon. Martin hurt niggas. On radio show, when they ever showed that nigga with a check? Didn't have a car. One of their friends have a job. The other one also wanted to chase a fat girl, Big Sheriff. They said, man, Big Sheriff. He's like, man, Big Sheriff. He's stupid. His girlfriend didn't tell him, but she really smart. She left the nigga alone. Everybody hanging at house, folk climbed through his window. And y'all loved it. I got over a month years ago. I said, he's a buffoon. He just dumbed you down. He gave you those desire to do nothing but just lay up and shack up. Keep you while your Elohim wouldn't work for you. Because this is against the will of your Elohim. And you'll sit back and you'll bask in it. You know what Daud said he'll do? I will set no Rasha thing before my own. Why? Why would the book tell you he wouldn't set nothing that was Rasha before his own? Because the appearance. Then the book told you to abstain. Appearance from something that looks When my perception comes in, I catch it, I should get away from it because your oppressor beats you out with your TV. I try to teach y'all guys how to watch the thing intelligently. You always got to look at where's the point with this. Look at the part you cut off when they go off and look at some people. Look when they come on, the people that work in you. Look how many people it take to put this movie together. Because it's about advertisement. There are people that will pay me for this movie if I can seduce you. If I can seduce enough of you to buy, to consent to, and to come to, they'll pay me. And they'll give me more money to make more movies like this to fool you. Hello? Don't y'all notice what Hollywood about fooling you? Making you believe something that's not true? Giving you something saying, I'm trying to bring movies that's like reality for black people. They try to come in and try to oppress you and suppress you by making you think that they're conscious, and at the same time, they're actually hurting you. Tupac had some intelligence, but he was just smart enough to be dumb to hurt himself. Okay? He was just dumb enough to hurt himself. Oh, he was very intelligent. But listen, far as book-wise, far as his vocabulary, great. I mean, you can't take away from him. As far as him executing on what he knew, complete idiot. Complete idiot. And he learned later that he was his own demise. Oh, they can go back and listen to music, go back and listen to him. What was his last album? Machiavelli. But he had another one, Euthanasia. That was a record. Record label, Euthanasia, he was gonna put out. Do you know what the word means? I only ask because I know. How many of y'all don't know what euthanasia means? It's actually Greek. The EU, he gave you EPHU. That's cause it's spelling, but it should have been EU. The EU means good. Euthanasia means death. That's why they euthanize you. That means it's a good death. The man came with a record label for niggas called Good Death. I'm killing y'all niggas with music. Well, because niggas like to party, jump, and dance, and niggas don't ever look up nothing. You so excitable. Huh? Now they get you with euphoria. Excitement. Overexcitement. That's how he beat you. Every time your oppressor beat you. Because you don't think if a nigga say nigga, and a nigga smoke weed, and a nigga talk gangster, and a nigga put a tat on his stomach, that mean he for us. Anytime somebody for us, they're going to kill him and wipe him out. They're going to ostracize him, they're going to black him out. They're going to make sure they keep him, they're going to try to make them look like they're just dormant. They control my views. They control my tweets. Yep. Some of my stuff never even go out white, and I try to say it won't go out. Wow. They control, oh yeah, I know. They going to, they got to. They got to. Let me tell you something. They'll turn your own words against you. They taught us how they could take albums and turn and play it backwards and get a whole song out of a song going backwards. Yeah, they have a whole nother saying if you just go reverse with it. That's how they play us. That's how they play us. And I need my people to become conscious when y'all come here. Stop just falling and believing something. Really know what it is you believe. And you got to assert yourself behind it if that's what you're going to stand for. You have to make sure that you're good in yourself with the decisions you're making. Even if it costs you your life, the life of your kids, the life of your spouse. And you can say, oh, you taking that chance every day. Every day. You can say, I'm not going to put my kid. You're in a car and you driving your kids. So if a car hits you head on, it can't kill you. It can't kill your spouse. It can't kill your kids. But you still got to drive. How many of y'all seen that on the news or witnessed car crash where people died? So you should stop driving. Because that's dangerous. You got to be some kind of retard. You're risking your life. That's how he'll program you when it comes down to you coming to the truth. He'll make you think it's safer for you to stay away from it, but it's more dangerous because a lot of people can operate in not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Being an ostrich, we become accustomed to doing that. Putting our head in the ground and act like we don't see things, because once we see, we become responsible. Oh, yeah, we don't want to know certain stuff. I don't know, don't tell me nothing. I don't want to know. I hear it, then I'm going to be thinking about it. How many of y'all heard people say that, oh, you been on them people? I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know nothing about nobody, because then I'm going to be looking at them funny. Why I'm going to be looking at them funny? Why? Because I'm going to disagree with what they're doing. I'm going to call what they're doing wrong. I'm not going to be able to treat them the same because I know they're wrong. So if you don't tell me I don't know, then I can still be what I'm going to think fair. But it's really my own stupidity. Yep. That's why people don't want to know about white people. Because they think they can't differentiate between the good ones and the bad ones. The bad ones are the ones that are consent to wrong. Yep. Right. They don't necessarily put a hand on you. They got to control the voting level. It's the fact that they'll sit back and know it's wrong and they'll settle on and they'll consent to it. Just like I'll sit around, if I consent to something that's wrong to whites or Asians or Hispanics or anybody else, they'll know better than my oppressor. I teach y'all to be better than the people that's done wrong to you. Yeah. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. I'm bored y'all again. It's my L again. Where's the L? I said, if I'm fan, where's the L? Where we going? Why are we burning up in here? I need to keep it cool. Thank y'all. Woo. I don't need to burn up in here. I don't want to burn up when I die. I want to burn up while I'm living. Well, I talked to y'all long enough. Y'all ready to go home?
No.
Yes, all right. You speaking for you. There ain't all these folk conversations. Let me tell y'all what's going to happen. All right, this is how it be. This whole thing ain't over with yet. There's going to be a lot more of us at home. This virus ain't done. It's going to walk through everybody. It's going to go through. Y'all will see it. You're not going to avoid it. You can't. It's here. It's only him. Because you're going to make a decision. We ain't really been forced to make it. I make a decision, I'm finna go to jail, go to church. Years ago, when I was coming along, they probably remember the 60s, 70s, the judge lock you up, he give you opportunity to go to the military. Yep. Everybody didn't go to the military back then because they believed in the country. They went because the judge gave them opportunity. You finna go to jail or you finna go to the military? That nigga said, where I sign up at? Oh, they tell them now the nigga they ain't know. That's why these folks told me, yeah, your granddad was a criminal. Right. Your uncle was a criminal. Them niggas ain't signed no contract because they won. Most of them folks win because there was a choice they gave you. Jail or you going to military. Right. So every decision you made, you've been pretty much forced into it. Yeah. Now I'm offering you an opportunity. You sit down and you choose something simply because you have the proper information and you're deciding for yourself. Not because my mom and dad told me I ain't go, they gonna kill me. They told me they're gonna put me out on go. Those are all for no. Mr. Hood don't want you on that pretense. He want a man or woman to recognize himself because it's just right to do right. And it's just wrong to do wrong. Ain't no spirit making me stand in this room. Ain't no change. Man, I can't let him. Something got my, stop telling that lie. I'm here because I want to be him. Yeah. I'm serving you because that's in my Lord to serve him. Right. Most of my life, I've been everything but right. So when you finally get there, you're like, I don't want to leave this. I don't want to be the person. I had the opportunity to see myself on more than one account on one stage to say, hey, this is what I choose to do. I ain't forgot how to cook dope. I ain't forgot how to bag dope. I ain't forgot what dope costs. I ain't forgot nothing. I ain't forgot how to count money, nothing. So I ain't stopped setting dope because I done forgot. I just rather give people something that's going to be more beneficial to them. Huh? When I enlighten a man or woman, give them information, they can make a conscious decision. You get a person dope, a person out of their mind, man, you can get their body from them, you can get their TV, you can get their house, they'll give you their kids. Did I actually do you a service? I did you a disservice. I took away your dignity to you. And I didn't give you a fair opportunity to make a decision whether you want to really get rid of your TV or not. I put you in a situation where you were hooked on something, you were such in a need, you made an irrational decision, just like you did when you became an American. It was an irrational decision. You didn't have all your proper information. You didn't know you became an American. You wasn't a victim of America. Right. And you weren't actually a part of America. Right. You didn't know that you weren't going to get the benefits of America. You were going to wreak the havoc of America. You were going to be told the lies of America. You're going to be miseducated under America. They hadn't told you no truth. That's right. Now you got people go out here on the world stage and put their hands up and hold a fist and do this. They say you disrespect and make us look bad. How you make us look when they show them clips on a nigga on the ground with a bullet in his head?
Come on. Come on.
How you think they look when they show one of our mothers, our future mothers, one of our future scholars, one of our future doctors, one of our future lawyers, one of our future presidents, or whatever it might be, they may be an executive, just a homemaker, whatever it might be, swinging in a jail cell.
That's right.
How you make us look?
That's right.
We'll still support him, we still pray for him. I do not pray for this man.
Come on. Come on.
I will not pray for him other than his demise.
That's right.
It will not ooze from my lips
No, sir.
for a benefit for him.
No, sir.
This man done worked against us.
Yes, sir.
I won't give him that.
That's right.
How do I sleep? Sound. Sound. I don't toss through my bed about it. I don't worry myself, say how I've been fair with him. I've been better than fair to him.
That's right.
Every day he get up, he walk past me, he living. Here I know I've been more than fair to you.
That's right.
Knowing what you done and you connect to some people that done me wrong and still holding me here, you should have been dead.
That's right. Yes, sir.
He needs to appreciate me when he see me.
That's right.
Knowing the fact I hadn't reached nothing to him that he done to me. If I killed every one of them living, it wouldn't even come up to count to how many of them he killed that we done lost. We've been more than fair.
That's right.
Help them, do right by them, do whatever we can do, and these folks do them, but still evilly entreat us. Done sat around and these folks have gave us hate for our love. You don't talk about that though. I tell them the truth though. See, I have it myself, I make a choice on whether I want to love a person or hate them. Nobody gonna make me love somebody and make me hate nobody. That's gonna be a choice I gotta make for myself. That's just being honest. I made myself, somebody gonna make me come on to you gotta hate all white people. Your mama. So I hate your mama. Why? Because she didn't crack your neck when you came out. I hate and choose who I love. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Based on how people treat me.
That's right.
I treat people fair. I try to make it my business to treat a person fair. I want to be treated fair.
Come on.
And a person mistreat me, I'm going to make it my business. I'm going to make sure I'm going to render you your reward.
Come on. That's right.
Isn't that right? That's just how we do business.
Yes, sir.
Black or white, got to be fair.
Yes, right.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Folk done took from us a long time. It's time for us to rebuild now. Take these young men we got here, and we got to raise these young women we got here and got to reel them up.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right? We're going to get a future. Nobody going to do it for us. We got to do it.
Gotta do it.
Who going to do it for us?
Nobody.
All the him, we got to restore them. Don't y'all know the odds against y'all? How old are you? 15. You do good, you live past 25. How old are you? 60. Some can say 60, I don't know. Asian, you're a different American. I don't know. I don't even want to fight nobody. That man say 60 years. I don't know. You know what happened? You've been around your dad too long. You'd have had that proper English. Hold on, skip. My English is very bad. 16, 50. Let me say, y'all don't know the odds against y'all. Did y'all know that? Did they tell y'all the odds against y'all? They didn't tell y'all that? They're looking for y'all to be in jail or dead by 25. 16? 17? 15? They're looking for y'all to be in jail or dead. These young, am I lying these folks? Y'all men, they don't want y'all on the street. Y'all guys are messing around and go marry somebody's white daughter. And that white girl messed around, she had that dark, creamy baby come out with that Negro hair. Like, man, you think I want to see a white baby with an afro? They say, what the monkey mess is this? They don't want to see that stuff. That's just being honest. That's how society is. So these people are working. See, why y'all messing around? Y'all all come on. I try to get out y'all way. Don't y'all know these people that work with y'all?
Yes, yes. Come on, we tell it.
White people take their kids hunting as soon as they can get them up.
That's true.
Let me tell that dude, they'll take a puppy out. They'll take a puppy, they'll take a small animal, a cat. They'll let them shoot them and kill it. You know what they teach them? That's how you take a life. You take a life. They start them early on how to shoot. By the time y'all shoot, y'all will get it from your friend from a little game. You go out here on no retarded stuff like this, shoot the wrong person, be sitting in prison, shooting up in the sky, they'll hit an angel, knock it out the air or something. They do something stupid. They learn how to shoot from movies.
Right, that's right.
No, they're not move from a movie. Gangster stand like this right here, some stupid stuff. Equilibrium. Nigga 5 miles away done shot his own house up. Now they train them. They train them to do stupid stuff. Listen, let me tell you more niggas how to shoot. New Jack City, Minister Society, Juice, Boys in the Hood. shoot somebody like this. Make a stupid fool out of them. Stupid fool out of them every time. Every time they make a fool out of people, make a fool. They take white kids, take them out rifle, teach them how to shoot. They take them with assault rifle, everything. They know how to handle these fools. When they come to school, they be shooting everybody. Know that they be good. They don't be shooting no wrong people. They take them out. They snipe them, take them out the whole hall. Trap, start putting locks on door. They teach them how to trap them. They take them in the wood. You trap an animal into killing them. You get them where you reduce their defenses, where they ain't got nowhere to run. Then you take them down. Man, I'm tell you something. Years ago, they used to get them against there. They get a feeder, put it out. The feeder start throwing food. The prey comes in to eat it. They made a law they couldn't shoot them no more. They would kill them while they were eating. Y'all know they had a law against it. You couldn't kill them while they were eating. You know when they kill niggas while they eating?
Yep.
They practice it. They practice it on pray in the wood. You pray to these people. They know they'll sit down and feed you. They kill you while you eat. You don't check and inspect no food. You don't put no labels on no food. That's how niggas think they smart. They read something. Polymo modi minimi. Nigga, what? So you think cause you read that and it don't say it on the other packet, it ain't in there? He wants you to think you smart. I just forced you into something else. You actually think they let these niggas get away with do you think a crack gonna put every poison he got on a paper? Come on, folk. Come on, folk. Just stop it. Y'all just stop it. He give you that so you'll have something to read. You'll feel better about yourself. You don't want you to go. He know you got that student loan debt. So you need to pull a big word or two every night and read it. And then you know you look it up and be able to explain what it is. Then get said, see this one right here. See this one ain't got it in it. Why it ain't got it? Have you checked it? No, look right here, stupid. It ain't on him. The same man wrote them words on there because he knew you was stupid. And the same one didn't put on the other paper because he knew you stupid. Because you only believe what you read. So in that case, all the history books true.
No.
Why it ain't? Look and read it right there, Chris. So he can't lie on no package. My people. Y'all be so funny. They make me so tickled. Nigga got you sitting right here talking about tickle you Elmo. You grown nigga. What you need something for Sesame Street up under your arm for?
Come on. That's right.
I always thought that thing a little freaky. All right. That's all right. Let's get ready. Go down. I had to put my little trying to say. I don't want to do this like that. Boy, show you warm in here. Is it that me?
Yes, sir.
Who said it felt all right? Going to the old folk home somewhere. All right. Most High Kudash Abba, which is the separated Father. Hadu again, which is thanks for all you've done and given us through Yahushua HaMashiach, for the Rekam, which are the mercy, for the Kasid which you've given us, which is the kindness and the goodness that we certainly don't deserve, but because you are Hab the Abbas and you gave them Berith, which is a covenant that you Shabbat, that you vowed, unto the Abbath, which are the fathers. You were Rekam, which were merciful, unto their Tuladaf, which are their generations, even unto us, to blot out all our Kata and Ma'al, which are our sins and our transgressions, recovering those of us and those that have gone astray and taken from you, especially our young adults and our Benim, our children. Ask you to establish us and grant us in the present Amat, which is the truth, allowing us to be of a like love as was Yahushua HaMashiach, which is a mind, that we consider our latter end, that we repent and confess that we've gone wrong and you went contrary to us because of our deeds and our doings. It was nothing of yours, but it was because us. Because we hated your statutes, we would not keep your commandments, and we rejected all of your laws. But you were Rekam to us again, merciful, that you've given us this opportunity to Sagad, which is to prostrate ourselves or bow ourselves before you, that we will give the Pa'ar, which is to glorify your Shem, your name, you're worthy. Barak of those watching in, that's of an earnest law, which is of a heart. Barak of those that are
We commit to you in Palau, to ask Palau with them and for them, that support your Dabarim, that seek your Ruach HaKadosh. Grant them their love's desire. Barak out of towns to strengthen them. On every end, that they falter not. Grant them the Nakum, which is the consolation. We need you as never before, as we see that the Yom is steadily approaching. We got war in every hand. We have fire, floods, pestilence, disease, famines, and yet the arm had not turned yet to him that afflict him. We're so sorry that we procrastinated and waited and hesitated. We murmured, we grumbled, complained, fault find, and still love the world. We get rotten to the core. But you're giving us an opportunity to tear us down, that you can rebuild us and make us a better arm, a GUI, a nation before you. As you barak those that behind prison wall, loose the chains, the doors, that relieve the oppressed, the fatherless, the motherless, the married, the single, the separated, those on the edge of despair, midst of doubt, war-stricken country, disease and pestilence. Barak us with the Ruach HaKadosh to seal our mortal bodies, which is our basar. Let your debar reign over our nefash, which is our souls. Don't let us turn. Don't let us forsake you again, as we've done so many times, that we can show our admiration for the world, that we can run the fellowship with demons, demonic devils, shadims. But you forgave us. You yakud us in these last yamin, before it's everlasting too late. Before you smite the Arats with a curse, or Allah, you've given us this opportunity to turn. Baraka, your Ra'ah, your Malaki, which are your shepherds and messengers, your Shamaim, which are the heights where you dwell, and your Sabut, which are your armies. Strengthen their hands. Give them sharp weapons that they can wage war on these Shadim, rotten devils, for it's too late. Let us be right in your eyes when you come back. Don't let us be condemned. We're so sorry. How do for those you've given recovery to from the virus, disease that you sent to plague the world before it's too late. Ask you to continue to be a healer to those that still recovering. How do in everything you do. How do for keeping CJ. Time's approaching that they deemed, that they gave time. But you the controller of time. You the healer. You're the Adon. You're the master. We're the servants. And we ask as we prepare to move further, you take full control. That you get the Tahalim, the praise, the Kabod, the glory, and the Kabadana. In the Shema Yahushua, Yahushua HaMashiach we palau. Let us all say, Amen. Woo!
Y'all might give me a fan up there. Feel a little warm in here. Y'all, I don't know what y'all been doing, playing with fire? All right. Try to talk to y'all. Try to get, what time is it? Oh, my God. Nah, all right, we'll try to get through. Let me get a fan, though. Goodness. Hey, y'all brought me this hot water out here. Y'all could have just brought me liquor. Goodness. Is there anybody else here warm in here?
No, sir. No, sir.
Man, Fifi, that's dangerous, Fifi. Why is it just me and you? How many of y'all want to be saved, making it hot? That's what I'm talking about. Everybody here burning up. I fake it. I know they was. Well, it wasn't just me. All right. I'm trying to talk to y'all. Most how willing, try to be long, try my time fail them, right? But we need to get this in anyway.
That's right.
Now that though I hadn't already told you, been teaching you. Y'all don't want to hear. Y'all don't like when I talk. Whatever reason he had me to talk with y'all, I be trying to wake us up. We unconscious.
Yes, sir. That's
We're
right.
not conscious.
That's right.
If we were conscious, these white folk would know.
Come on,
They'll
preacher.
know we were conscious.
Yes, sir.
No, they'll know we were conscious. Them folks done totally played down.
Yep.
They'll know it. They know. They already know. They said, he the rebel rouser. I'm the rebel rouser. I'm doing the talking. They said, them people passive. Mm-hmm. That's why they ain't came and got them. They know. They said, well, the people passive, we ain't gonna worry about it. We don't, because they don't have enough TV. They don't watch them much. They either had a Monday night special you to come on. Do you remember that? That was your move. They had a matinee come on, all that stuff come on. You remember that? They had a Monday night move. Monday night you had that little, they got a nigga. That's then you come home, sound, you ain't had a cable, then you had to watch that Monday night move. Then they had a movie come on late night called the matinee. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
All that stuff just seduce you. Make a fool out you. I need us to get conscious. We dying.
That's right.
Every one of the folk watch me, you can sit on your behind, you dying though. You dying every day, you dying. These people killing us. Because we too stupid to know who we are.
That's right.
Now we got to come back and you look at this oppressor for who he is and what he done to us. You can't forgive this man. You got to be angry with him because you got to be angry because he thought that came in to separate us between me and my Elohim. That man said it could be the wife of my bosom. He said it could be my brother, it could be my sister. He said they done tried to get me to come and go and serve another Elohim. He said I shouldn't pity him. That's right. Some sorry nigga preacher done taught you to pray for him.
That's right.
Your book told you that your eye was not supposed to pity him because he thought to turn you from it.
That's
and
right.
If I turn from Elohim is my enemy.
That's right.
Elohim ain't did nothing to me to be my enemy.
Yes, sir.
It because my oppressor had put me in this situation. I've been crying out and praying and trying to serve the man the whole time. He put me in this stigma. He put me in this dilemma with him.
That's right. That's right.
And you'll set back some little sorry Uncle Tom nigga preacher,
Yeah.
sit around and make a fool out of you.
That's right.
Look at what the man said. Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikata.
Whatever. I ain't got no problem with none of this writing.
Come on.
That's why we go back to look at it and sing a song. Let's go way back in all of him.
Yes, sir.
I got to go back to find out what's written.
That's right.
So I know how to conduct myself. I know whether or not my behavior is conducive to salvation.
Yes, sir.
You can't just save yourself sitting around here.
Can't do it.
This man got preliminary. He
Yes,
got
sir.
statutes. He got guidelines.
Yes, sir.
He got rules. He got regulations.
Come on, preacher.
Everybody gonna be saved. Gonna have to walk the line.
Yes, sir. That's right.
I'm prayed around too long.
Too long.
That nigga salvation is over with.
Yes, sir.
This thing come along and teach us how to conduct ourselves.
Yes, sir.
Listen there, for whatever was Nikata written, before was,
Nikata.
it was written to teach us.
Yes, sir.
You want to learn? Then you got to be taught. That's what the Nabaeem's for. They were there to teach us.
Yes, sir.
Everybody had to be taught Elohim.
That's right.
How am I come and confess something? I don't even know what I done wrong.
That's right. That's right.
You have to have a nigga to get up and confess. Everyone I say here, you ain't confess what you need to confess.
That's right.
You said something because you heard somebody else say something.
Yeah.
But you ain't really understood why was it a violation.
Right.
I don't even know the law.
Right.
That's why we got to be taught. That man induced us and we confessed and fell into something and we didn't really know what we done. I guess I'm wrong. So answer the question, are you wrong or not? I mean, yeah. Now you just consented to something. Do you understand why you were wrong?
Nope.
Because if you don't, what's going to stop you from doing it again?
That's right.
See, that's the problem. See, once you give a person knowledge and they really got complete understanding, then you say no reason for me to stumble. Because at that point, I got not information. I got our oil.
That's right.
Man, no way possible to walk through here and stumble over that pew. You know what? How many of y'all would it like you can walk down the aisle and stumble over that pew? How many of y'all can do that? Looking where you going, can walk down this aisle and stumble over this pew. How many of y'all in here can do that? How you know you can't? You can. Guess what? So how a man can't stop committing sin?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
once he sees, once it's identified, there is no way for him to commit it again.
Right. That's right.
You taking the error out. When he gave you Jesus Christ, it was error. You couldn't see.
Come on.
I didn't even know where I was.
That's right.
Man had me praying in the swamp.
That's right.
I ain't no east, north, south, or nothing.
Nothing.
Made a fool out of me.
That's right.
I would call on the man, had my back to him, he had it back to me.
That's right.
You know who do that? People get ready to have a duel.
Yeah. It's true. That's right.
We're not walking together when we got our backs against one another.
That's right.
White man put you in that situation. I will not forgive him.
Yes, sir. That's right.
You want to confess it. He gonna have to confess it and turn.
Turn. That's right.
He gonna admit he gone wrong.
That's right.
He gonna have to admit that he was a part of our demise. I won't forgive him otherwise.
No, sir.
I won't forgive him. Isn't that right?
That's right.
You know how many people that come from us that will not get in?
Yeah. That's right.
Huh? They left him.
That's right.
They left him. They didn't have the knowledge. Don't you know that some people will not get in? It's not possible to me. I ain't talking about people that left from here. I'm talking about people that left from when we originated from.
That's right.
And they got caught up in the slave trade. They got moved and they got split up. And they were without the knowledge and they left here. You can't get it.
Nope.
Once you're gone, that's it.
That's it. That's it.
He'll come along now all of a sudden and give us this understanding. I gave her this understanding. I ain't
Yes,
hate
sir.
nobody don't hate me.
That's right.
Somebody that talks to me about love, well, I still hate you. That don't make sense. Ain't that right? And if they love me, they'll love who sent me.
That's right.
And they love who sent me and they love me, they'll do what he told me to do.
Come
do
on.
what he told me to do.
That's right.
Ain't nowhere in the world I can hate you if you're doing what he told you.
Come on. Can't do that. That's right.
People don't work against you. And then we got to train that. Don't trust everybody. Y'all
That's
hear me?
right.
Don't trust everybody. Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
But y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Don't trust. Deuce, you hear me? Don't trust everybody.
That's
He shook his
right.
head. That's right. He know what Papa tell him.
That's right.
He shook his head. He said, all right. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Brandon, I know you heard me before I said it. Well, you got a pair of ears on you, brother. I sure want to get that boy some cookie, though. I can see you, boy. We put them things in the pack. We going to get paid.
Yes,
Isn't that
right.
right?
Yes,
we going
right.
to shut down Keebler.
Yes,
But anyway,
right.
that's another story. I'm about that money. Y'all know I'm about that money.
Yes, sir.
Don't you hear me? Don't trust everybody. Everybody won't be here for you good. Y'all hear me? When folks see y'all start going right and you hold a stand up, folks gonna hate you. They gonna hate you. They don't take nothing. Listen, it don't take nothing to be with no restraint. It takes something to have some restraint.
That's right.
It takes a woman get butt naked in front of me. Listen, now it worked. It ain't gonna stay down there. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for it. Get up. But I can't stand around like that.
That's right. Get out of there. That's right.
I'm telling y'all like, oh no, they don't even come up. They just said, sir, you need to go get checked.
Yeah.
That thing broke. That's why you don't wait around.
That's right.
It ain't working.
That's
Man,
right.
that folk be sitting around all that like, man, I said, woman, don't even bother me. They got some women here make a sister get straight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that right? I'm trying to tell you, ain't that right? Like that sunshine, get it and just throw it up in the air. Isn't that right? Y'all remember Sunshine from Harlem Night?
That's right.
Get it, just throw it up in the air. I don't know why you throwing one vagina in the air. That's a bad move, but whatever. It made for the movie though.
That's right.
But the truth, we gotta teach ourselves. We gotta learn how to govern ourselves. This word is not designed to make you do. It's something you have to allow and you have to be accepted of. That's how it works. Everything these people give you, it starts with the mind. That's why it's important to make sure when you teach it that people understand it, because you really have to be able to make a conscious decision. Honestly, you don't have to accept this. There's no magic power, no hocus pocus. There's nothing nobody push you in your forehead and knock you on the ground, and you come conscious with ammonia that you're gonna walk into doing something. This is something you have to accept. And the only way to accept it is that you have to understand it, and it becomes something that you believe. I have the belief that my actions have a consequences, whether good or bad. That he has prescribed for me an order of how I should walk and live. Y'all got it? And when I meet these mandates, he has said, I'll do this for you. If I turn from him, if I don't, he said, then I'm gonna be against you. And when he told me how he's gonna be against me, he said, when you going out, I'm gonna make it hard for you. When you coming in, it's gonna be hard for you. When you lay down, I'm not gonna give you no ease. I'm gonna put suffering, I'm gonna put boils on your body, I'm gonna give you affliction, I'm gonna cut the days of your kid. He put so much on the table that any average fool got enough sense to say, it don't make sense to go against you.
True.
I stand to lose too much.
True.
Now some niggas say, I'm good. You seen movie. They'll get a guy, he said, I ain't getting nothing. They get it white. He said, let them go. You can kill me,
Right.
man. There's one of the things he said, I ain't letting nobody go.
Yeah.
All that connect to you, I'm gonna take down everything you got.
Yeah.
Oh, then that fan Dave talk. That's another broadcast. But surely he gonna get another one. Sure, that won't be the last fan we'll have. Huh? You said, I'm telling you, when you do something, sometime behold, your stuff will find you out.
Yeah.
They got a way of coming back up. Why that fan? All the fans. Fans all over the world. The Dave fan. Ain't that right? So, and I say that because we have to get to a point where it has to become serious for us. Get out of, I'm going to be put out. You can get put out of him. The problem becomes if Elohim does not accept you.
Come on, that's right.
Being here is just a small part of what we are doing. You're only here to be taught. His acceptance of you is not predicated on you being here. It's predicated on how you operate. Y'all got it? When we read the book, this is a set of operations. So we're going through to read the book to find out how we're supposed to and what's mandated for us that we can do and what we can't do. And then we have to grow, and like we grow a fondness for people when you get to dealing with them and you get to seeing how supportive they are and just how you can communicate with them and what kind of communicator they are and how they can have a caring for you and your caring to grow for them. You can get the same thing for Elohim. I grew to loving him. What we say hard, but I say love simply. That's what we know. That word love is a great affection. And that's the word they had to try to be an equivalent to our ahad, which is a strong affection for. Y'all got me? You will grow that affection when you have a relationship. How people do, people fall out of relationship with. It's just like an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend. Your feeling for them a lot of times is predicated on when you're dating. It grows, you become fun. But once you separate and you turn, then you start to get distant. It starts to fade. They're not as important as they were. They're not the primary of what you look and you care about because we're no longer together and we don't communicate. But that's the same thing with Yahuwah. In order for this relationship to be built up and become strong, you got to have something and you got to learn how to communicate. I make it my business to pull out. Man, I'm getting him 3 times. I was getting y'all morning pull out. By the time morning pull out, but would come back by noon pull out saying, oh man. I said, man, these folks get up at noon pull out. I said, unless you work all night, these folks should have been up.
That's right. That's right.
But I do that because I try to, I pull out, this I want to do, I make it my business. I want to get him the first of it. Y'all know Dawood said he was going to pull out 3 times a day.
Yes.
I make it my business. I try to proceed, and I proceed for the same thing every time. I'm looking at Yahuwah to do something. I'm looking to do something for. I want y'all to get Ruach HaKodesh. I want y'all to get minded about it. I want them to know if it's something you're done, if it's been willing or not. Don't hold against you in the human mosh pot. If everything we done gonna come back up, I got to get the record straight now. I want the record straight now. I need to clean it up now. I can't afford to meet this man in his wrath. So he come back, he's not gonna be recalled. When he come back here, he said, I'm executing.
Yes, sir.
I'm executing. He said, against all. For every one of them, for your hard speeches, for all your action and your deed that you procrastinate, he said, I'm executing when I come back here. I'm trying to make sure that we, the way of y'all and others that got that mind to do this, I'm trying to make sure I'm praying for other adults that's not literally connected to us, but they connected for the fact that the bar. I'm allowing for them because they allowing for. I can't do this on my own.
Yes, sir.
I know if folk allow me outside of y'all.
That's right.
It people that came before that allow that the tutor dog coming behind them, we're gonna take a stand. We're gonna make sure we're gonna take the stand for them. Mm-hmm. We're gonna try to come back and reenact and reinstate the commitment he made with Abraham. Y'all got me? That's gonna be part of our Amunah that we're coming to make sure that's gonna get built back up. You think about from Abraham, how many people proceeded out? How many times Yasharal got off? How many times Yehuda got scattered? How many times they were slain and captured and moved in ships and served, and how many things happened and gave over the idol Elohim. And yet he come back to restore us now? And though it never happened.
That's right.
He told he gonna raise them up a gooey.
That's right.
Come back and got them a people that weren't there, but we have such a strong connection, though, just like we were there.
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
In the book of Yeshayahu, he said, no doubt Abraham is our Abba.
That's
he
right.
said, though he be ignorant of it.
Ignorant of it. That's right.
Abraham don't know. He ignorant of it. I know he my Abba.
Yes, sir. That's right.
That's why I always go back to the Berit. I can't come, when I come to him, I got to have something to put on the table. What's my connection with you, son? You're a slave baby. You come from people that went on the ship, people that I disinherited. I cut those people off. He said, but you never cut off those that will come and serve after the works of Abraham.
Come on. Come on.
I bring him right back to his debar.
That's right.
that you were going to recover. He said, if I bethink myself.
Yes,
in
sir.
the letter y'all mean.
Yes, sir.
These the last days. I got to start thinking.
That's
on it.
right.
Even Shaul told me, said, finally, said, whatsoever is lovely, whatsoever is a good report, if it be any virtue, if it be any praise,
Think on
he said,
these.
think on these things,
Yes,
son.
sir. That's right.
That thing come back to establish us. I can't control who I proceeded out with and who my mama slept with to make no husband or make no baby. You ain't had nothing to do with that. But he don't come and give me opportunity. You can establish your amanah.
Yes, right.
You can come, you can establish what you believe.
That's right.
I'll give you, he said, I'm going to give you raw after my own law that's going to feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yes,
Before
sir.
people gave up because people just went with the crowd.
That's right. That's right.
Crowd say amen, everybody say amen.
That's right.
Crowd wave the hand, everybody wave the hand. Everybody say going all the way, and you say you going all the way. Now we got opportunity for it to come along now. You make your own decision.
That's right.
You choose for yourself what you're going to do. This is your choice. This ain't nobody's choice but yours.
That's right.
Ain't nobody holding me down, making me do nothing.
No.
I want to do it.
That's right.
I want to live right. I ain't struggling and rolling through no bed about it. I got to live right.
Got to live right.
Because
Yes,
I got
sir.
to sin.
Yes, sir.
I learned to harbor.
That's right.
Y'all that through the team, I look at who could come back and keep his word. Who would be able to come back and keep his word when he predicated all the way then, everything that happened to us, and then come back to look how it worked for us.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
just like Joseph said. What they meant intended for evil, Elohim intended it for our two. To be
That's
just
right.
like it is. Elohim looked to save us alive.
That's right.
He ain't saved nobody dead. He saved us alive.
That's right.
Folks tell me he gonna save me when I'm dead. You better stop telling them lies. Elohim saved me alive.
Come on. That's right.
Isn't that right? You
That's
ain't
right.
save nobody dead. Save me alive.
That's right.
Come on, son. Let's see what he told her. We right here. Sow that through.
Endurance
That's right. Without waving, without giving away.
and the comb of the Ketubim
And through consolation of the writings.
might have your call.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Every one of us, that's why we're here. I don't think y'all look at how important that is for us to go back and look at these writings, but that's why we're here. Let's go to the 5th chapter book of All Aha Dabarim right quick. They call it Deuteronomy. All Aha Dabarim. These are the words. $5.26. Let's see what it says. $5.26. Listen.
For who is there of all Basar that hath Shama the coal of the Kai Elohim speaking out of the midst of the fire, as we have in Kai?
He said, who done that? What happened?
Go thou near, and Shama all that Yahuwah our Elohim shall say, and speak thou unto us all that Yahuwah our Elohim shall speak unto thee,
And what's going to happen?
and we will Shama it.
And we're going to do it. Now, that's a different here. They say here, and we're going to do it. That make it differently.
It says,
I can hear you, don't mean I'm going to do it.
that's right.
So you hear me talking to you? Yeah. That mean I'm going to do it? That mean you're going to get the right, proper response and make a difference.
That's right.
See, that's something we ain't consider. A lot of times, a lot of y'all can hear me, ain't mean you paying attention to the way you're going to obey nothing. See, that's what we're trying to get ourselves to now, trying to go back and try to reconsider how we've acted, how we've done things, look at where we faltered and where we came short. See, they gave us enough where it just cut short. If you can hear it, that means you got it. You can hear it, it don't mean you comprehend it. Because now when you hear it, in order for us to do it, that means I got to understand it.
Yeah.
Y'all understand? Think about how I'm going to hear it and do it if I don't understand it.
That's right.
Don't make sense. See, you just hear, now what your version said again?
Go
Man,
thou
Apple. Go down
near,
there. Yes.
and Shama all that Yahuwah our Elohim shall say,
And they want you to hear, they want Musha hear everything that he says
and speak thou unto us
and then tell it to us,
all that Yahuwah our Elohim shall speak unto thee,
all that he shall speak unto you.
and we will Shama it and do it.
That's what we want to be able to do. We want to make sure we hear it. We want to make sure we do it. See, that's why we hadn't had force. See, we hadn't had, what's supposed to happen when we hear the word, there should be an impact. Y'all got it? There should be a driving force. They realized their fear that they looked at the day when they heard it, that they almost died. And they looked at, we need the word. We're just not able to hear it literally from his mouth. But if you go up and you get understanding, and you come back and give us the understanding, and we're going to listen to when you tell it to us, then we're going to do it. See, that's got to be a force behind it. That's when you can see there was a force behind his voice. Today, people don't recognize the force. People don't consent to actually listening and making sure that you're actually comprehending and then you're performing. Y'all got it? There's a duty once you hear it. Once you hear the word, that's a duty. That's a performance got to be done. And a lot of times we came short on that because we'll sit and we're here. Let's see what happened right quick since we said that. Pick up and let's see what the book of your cause tell us. Was that 33 and 20? Let's see. Y'all heard what they said, right? Well, let's see what he told us, y'all. Right. They call Ezekiel. Your cause call. The cause call. Let's say that 33:30. I think it is. 25. Let's see. That's what happens when you get old. 30. Right, 33:30. Let's see what he said. Listen.
Also, thou being of Adam,
But as for you, rather, being of Adam, that they call son of man,
the beneam of thy arm still are talking against thee
about you. They said again, he said talking about you. Where is this at?
by the walls
Beside the walls
and in the doors of the bed,
and in the doors of the bed.
and speak one to another, every one to his ox, saying, Come, I applaud you, and Shama, what is the bar that cometh?
Y'all hear that? They speak everyone, each with his ox, saying, Come now and Shama, what the debar is, which comes forth from
Yahuwah.
See that? They realize that it comes from Yahuwah, don't they?
Yes, sir.
They recognize that.
Yes,
so
sir.
some pattern is still kept.
That's right.
Your cause is distant years away from Musha.
That's right.
And they was coming to hear him because they want to know, in hearing him, they were actually going to hear the words of Yahuwah.
That's right.
Listen what happened.
And they come unto thee
Listen,
as the arm
they
cometh,
come to you as arm come,
and they sit before thee as my arm,
and they sit before you as my arm,
and they Shama thy dabarim,
and they hear your words.
but they will not do them. For with their mouths
Hold on. That's right, that got us already knocked down. The fact that now he just said these people came along similar to the people did with Mushan. We're going to go so we can hear the words of Yahuwah.
right,
And we're going to hear it from his messenger, his
Right.
Malachi. Now when they come, he said, these people come and sat down just like my arm does.
right.
And they do hear your words, which means they're hearing my words, but
They will not do them.
see, the people that Musha talked to, they told him that they were going to hear it
Right.
and they were going to do it.
That's right.
See, while we come short up in here and people watching, you hear me, but you ain't been doing nothing. Let's see what he told us.
For with their paw they shew much a harm,
Hold on for a minute. But they do not do them, for they produce much a harm with their mouth, their paw, their opening, and their
lob goeth
Heart.
after their covetousness.
their unjust gain. We haven't been just in our dealings. We're telling it come down to Yahuwah. We gotten stuff, we ain't gotten it right.
True.
How we receive things before. You look at EU, when he lost everything he got, what did he say?
Yahuwah give it, Yahuwah take it away.
He looked, I got it just. Yahuwah gave it to me, and he just to take it away. A lot of times we've gotten things under false pretense because we've lied with it with our mouth. This ain't a new behavior we got. This is an old behavior we've been doing. See, when something happens, something get critical for us, we become fearful. Just like with the disease, it hit these kids, people start getting worried. This round, he let you go and your kids didn't suffer. That's not guaranteed your next round. They saying on every round gets higher and higher, higher. It's getting higher and higher. The state's gonna be put up. He got to see where we at. Everybody here, we got to know where we at. Because you see, just hearing is not enough. Where's your duty of performance? And that's what he's looking at. These people come and sit down and hear you. He said, but they won't do it. He said they'll do a lot with their mouth, but their lives go right back at their unjust gain. Let's see what has happened. Behold.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely shear.
He says,
of
yeah,
one.
Singer, yeah, shear, singer.
Of one that hath a pleasant call.
For
and
love
can,
songs, they put Agabine for love songs. Go ahead.
And can play well on an instrument.
And playing well on the instrument.
For they shama thy dabarim.
For they, we right back again. They hear your words.
That's right.
But
they do them not.
But they do not practice them. This is not something y'all put in a behavior. See, everything I'm telling y'all to do, this has become a behavior. Okay? Y'all got to get out of your mind. If you hear the word and just believe, then God will give you, and you'll get. How many heard them lies? We heard them lies. Listen, Yahuwah not doing nothing other than what he's done.
Come on,
I'm gonna
preacher,
give
that's
you the word,
right.
Okay? I'm going to give you the instructions. I'm going to make sure you understand the instruction. Then you have to do it. How many of y'all teachers you do y'all tests?
No.
I remember we would have workbook, we'll go through them, and we'll read through them, and we'll read through, go through stuff and explain. After that, they give it to you. All right, now get ready to take the test. Isn't that right? And have no problem putting an X down there on F. Because what? Because we went over the information. I asked y'all, doing anybody question? No question. Everybody. Then you all understood. Now let's take the test. Now the test gonna prove where you at. That's the whole purpose of the test. Find out where you at. I remember I was in elementary, we had a test every week. That test was designed to find out where you at every week. Let's see, are you even comprehending from week to week?
Right.
From week to week, then you get a final exam. Final exam is composite of pretty much what you've learned through the school year.
That's right. That's
through
right.
the semester, through the quarter.
That's right.
To find out how much you actually obtained or retained. And then you start to find out absolutely nothing. You've sat here for the duration of the semester, for a duration of the year, and you've learned absolutely nothing.
Yep.
I have no problem with failure. Mr. Yahuwah won't have no problem with us burning.
Right.
For the fact that we've sat here and we've heard, and we gave a lot off with our mouth, but we did not put the practice and the time in to make sure we were actually getting this thing right.
It's true.
Everything I hear you go home and do, he's not gonna give me the power to go home for. You already got it. Listen, the power we need. Give me power to go home and not to fight with my husband. Let's just use that one. Stay in your car and pray about it. Let me see. Now, Ephesians 5:25. You have to go get it. He told you, wives, submit yourself to your own husband. For the husband is the head of the Ashah, even as the Mashiach is the head of the Adah. He's gone from you doing something natural that you've already been taught to let's transfer this over to spiritual for the Ruach, that he oversets the Adah, and the Adah has to conform to or they'll be cut off.
Right.
Now he told the wife what she has to do, that she has to do. Colossians told her to submit herself to her husband. He said, as it is
Fitting.
fit. What that mean? Somebody say, ooh, child, that don't fit you. It's too big or it's too tight and too much showing and too much hanging. So he told you to do it as it is fit. Huh? So why am I praying to ask him for power? The power comes from you believing the word and you allowing the word to resonate and you putting it to practice. It don't matter what he said. I got to submit and obey. Unless he tell me, hey, have sex with my friend. Well, the book said, submit myself. Now you being a retard. Because now they put you out of your boundaries.
Right.
Y'all got it?
Right.
But for him telling you go cook, for him telling you this, you need to keep your mouth closed. You need to, where you at, Jesus? I need some strength right now. That's your problem right there. You and Jesus messed up. I'm only using that for example of what is the purpose of the word if he got to come give you strength?
Right.
The word, let me hear it. Come give me strength. When the word is supposed to be our strength. Y'all got me? That's supposed to be our comfort, Nakum. What 15:4 said that whatever was strengthened before
Written.
was written for our
Lamed.
that we through
Endurance.
endurance, not giving way, and what else?
Nakum.
Of the what?
Get the beam.
Of the writings.
The call.
And then you pray and ask God to give you strength. Now, does this really make sense? That means that if we are actually believers of the word, we are among the word, and we take it for what it says, it'll keep us.
That's right. That's right.
It'll keep us. Don't no spirit come and tell me don't be lusting at no woman. The law told me that.
Right.
The Torah told me that. That got that. Ain't no spirit gonna come and, oh, you can't do that, Tony Smith. Bruh Smith. What's the purpose of the word?
That's right.
And why don't need that? Give me a Malachi to walk me to keep hiding Bruh Smith in my ear. Go on back, Smith. Smith, don't do Smith, you want some power, Smith? Don't do it, Smith. It don't happen. The man gave me the word.
Yes, sir.
See, we never thought because everybody done conned us on pray for the power, pray for the strength, pray for who else? When you find where it says somebody never praying for it. Praying for the power and the strength to do it. The word is the power and the strength. Mm-hmm. That's it. You know what he hung up on the two? The word. Huh? That was the word. That's all he did. Listen, the same thing we were supposed to put on our bed at the door, we were supposed to nail it. Mm-hmm. Right? Why you think he put it there? So you could see it when you go out and when you came in. That's why he put it there. That when we sat there and we saw it, we were supposed to conform, and it was to remind us that this is our obligation. This is the expectation he has for us. Versus we keep sitting around, read a little, and do a whole bunch of asking for something that don't make sense because it don't make sense to give you the word if I got to do it. Lord, put something in my heart to make me get up and go to service on Shabbat. Talking about the Torah, Yahushua went in as the custom was from the Torah. No spirit get him to go do that. That's his bottom line. This is becoming reactionary to the word. When the word is given to us, this becomes protocol. It don't matter about our feelings. It don't matter about other stuff. Only thing matters is, why are we here? Is to obtain salvation. How do we obtain the salvation? He gives the Ruach HaKodesh to them that do what?
Obey.
No, that pray to God, that come in and hold them and make them and don't let them do no wrong. Why do I need to give you the word? Couldn't I just stay here and just hold you and keep you? And there'll be no word? But he wanted us to be taught, and then there becomes a will. When there becomes a desire. I have a desire to be saved. I have a will. It's a will I have now. When Yahushua sat down and he was suffering, he asked him to do something for him. What was it? To remove. That cup was a cup of death.
Yeah.
How do we know that cup was a cup of death? Torah. He said he did what? He gave it to him before he died. Because what? What? The cup of jealousy. What'd you say? That tight man said, Torah! He thought he had got away. That's what he said. I said, you ain't got enough answers, Pastor? It's tight. That's right, Yosef. Yosef had already gave a decree when his 11 brothers came to see him as our king. He had told them and they had already agreed. We agreed on that.
Yeah.
That whoever was found with that cup, that brother should die.
Yeah.
Whoever they found with this cup was going to be his opportunity. That person supposed to die to get that, had to serve. He said, man, get this cup off me. I want this cup. He put it in the, and it wound up being in the sack of Benjamin. Mm-hmm. That's the son of Medaiz. Yahushua was Benjamin. That's why he had the cup. Mm. That's why he had it. That's why he wanted to remove it. I already know what comes with this cup. we all sat down and already consented to it. Let's see what it said. How about that? Say that the 44th chapter of the book of Bereshit. What you said? Start. How many passages we got? Boss, how many? oh, you hear that? You hear that? Just say, I see two. Oh, yeah. Bereshit. Said 44. 44, I don't know, say 44. Jump down by 11. Let's see what that's saying.
Come up a little.
Huh? And then come down some more?
Go up a little.
Come up?
Yeah. About
All right,
verse
we'll
9, I think
what,
you
verse
won't.
9? What verse you say?
I think you'll want verse 9. Not saying you won't. That's
No,
it.
no.
but, yeah.
Verse 9?
Yeah. You talk about
Okay,
him.
we'll go up to 7. Listen.
And they said unto him, wherefore said Ma'adan these Dabarim, Elohim forbid that thy Abadim should do according to this thing.
Y'all hear that? He said, I ain't forbid. They accused him of stealing the cup. You know, right? You stole the cup. So what happened?
Behold, the money which we found in our sacks' mouths, we brought again unto thee out of the Beth of Canaan. How then should we steal out of thy Adon's Beth silver or gold?
Yeah.
With whomsoever of thy Abadim it be found,
With whomsoever or your servant,
it be found,
tell them what happened.
both let him moot, and we also will be my Adon's bondman.
Y'all see how that work out? Guess what happened? Through Yahushua death, because he had the cup, he had to die. And guess where they put us at? That's the deal our Abba made with them. He thought they know why I had the cup. That's why I told you when we sat down in the 26th chapter, book of Matthew, they told you Yahushua did after supper. He took the cup.
Yeah.
He already knew what happened when he took the cup.
Yeah.
If I take this cup, he said, I'm going to die. And you know what he realized? Every one of them guys sat at that table, all y'all going to be Abadim.
Yeah. It's tight.
So that's why and guess what he did at that?
What's that?
He gave it to us.
Yeah.
He told you this do
And remember.
when you zakah me.
Yeah.
When you remember why you take it. See, people sit around and take it, they don't even know what they're doing. When you took it, whoever found with the cup, you're supposed to move.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Man tried to tell the 11th chapter. He said, for this call, he said, many of them sleep among you.
Right.
That's why he told her. He said, because they took the cup.
Yeah.
It goes with it. Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's what, folks, man. What you gonna do with a man that already knew that he took it anyway? Benjamin now, it was just stuck in his bag. Can you imagine you said that? No, if nobody didn't put this in my bag. You know, we nigga, you eat that thing out, you hear a little cup, you eat it and throw it up on somebody else's foot. You throw that junk on somebody, you like, man, you took no cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
They better tell about somebody dying, and these boys stuck out their mouth then. They put it out the table. Listen, I know no nigga ain't say I stole no cup. If I stole it, any one, we let her die and the rest of them be your servant. And they hit that man and say, ching, ching. But, throw it right on that nigga. He do all that talking. Oh, that's your cup. Throw it right by your foot. Hey, your cup. Hey, he got a cup. Can you imagine Benjamin, though?
Right.
You sit here and you got the cup.
Right.
I can't believe that second they just stuck the cup. You ain't gonna believe what he said. The reproach of them that reproached thee fell on me.
Good stuff.
Because our king are the one that actually sold it, man. And they wind up falling on him. Can you imagine that? You sit here, you look at that. Somebody else done this, and it done fell on me.
Yeah.
That's what Yahushua was looking at. This thing done fell on the one of his days. It done fell on me. So that's how important it is for us to sit down and consider where everybody that came through as a forerunner. They didn't know the outcome, actually, how things were. This man came out with a book, I already know the outcome of the game. That's why he told you, he said, nobody didn't, you got people, you read in the 11th chapter book of Abarim that they call Hebrew, the 11th chapter, what they call everybody you're going to read about, they're going to talk about them in their Amunah. They're going to talk about how they went through things, not willing to receive, not willing to see their dead rate, all these things they did. All these people were forerunners. Yahushua came down, I already know how they play out. And I'm going to sit here and just let it fall on me. Everybody else, they were just picked and chosen. With him, he looked at, I took it. I willing. He said, nobody don't take it. He said, I lay it down. He said, I have authority to do that. I have authority to pick it up. He said, so I'm willing to lay mine down. That we could become the Abadim Elohim. Hello? Yes, sir. Can you imagine? That's the purpose of why we are harboring. Once we understood, like the way they gave it to us, yeah, you loved them, but there was a lot of bits and pieces kind of missing, a lot of moving pieces missing out. Because we didn't really, okay, he came and he died, but then you really learn about how he really embodied every character that we read about. Every character we read about, he said, that's me. We read about Musa. Musa is revered on every religion. Even with the Muslims, everybody revered Musa. You got to. Everybody know he was the Torah. He gave us the Torah. Musa's name even refers over they moved on even to being a savior. So now when you start to look at that man who he was, Yahushua told us, well, do this. Go back and look through your Torah. Because that what you read about Moshe, what he wrote, he said, he wrote that about me. He said he was writing about me. So everybody had to go back and look at this thing about it. He wrote this about you. So he was talking about me. Everything he said we went back, he said he was talking about me. When Yahuwah wouldn't let him in, he said, Musa told us, he told the adult, he said Yahuwah was angry with me for your sakes. He said, and he wouldn't let me in. He was talking about Yahushua. He said he was talking about me. Everything you say he wrote, he said he was talking about me. All that he said he was talking about me. A man talked, he said he talked, all that he said he talked, Musa talked with Yahushua, said like a man talked with his friend. He said he was talking about me. He was talking about me. And then the fact that he was willing to put down and give up everything he had just so he could come back and rescue us. The fact that you look at Musa was a man we knew that had been taught in the ways of. Musa was a ruler. So was Yahushua. He already ruled. He already reigned. And to the time appointed. And this man stepped down from his rule to come down to rescue us. Hello? Yes, sir. That's why we're harboring. Because we won't find people that are willing to just give up everything they got just to come down and ransom some people like us. Right. But it was the will of the Father. Right. It was the will of the Father. The Father had a desire for us. And because the Ben looked at pleasing the Abba, he was willing to lay his life down so he could come and rescue. He wanted to regain us back. Yahuwah wanted us back. And there was only a couple ways that were going to happen. That was going to be by death. Simply because in death, in order to die, you ain't going to believe it, you got to be living. In order for you to be living, that means you're going to need to have some dam. That's blood. That's how precious it is. They be talking about how precious the blood is. They'll sing songs, they don't realize. See, your offering came in to be blood sacrifice, dam. And the reason why, because life was in it. See, anytime you were bringing blood, that meant that a life had been taken. And that blood was being put on the altar as to be an atonement to make amends for what you've done. He told Adam that in the yom that you ate of that tree, that you were going to moot, that you were going to lose your life. Now, in order for you to keep your life, something was going to have to be given in respect to. So we had a couple animals, the Aleph, because of the power and the strength, which will make sense if you take his blood, because we've got to get something strong considering what you've done. These people made a great trespass. That's what Musa said. After we had made that golden olive, he said, these people have sinned a great kata. You got to use an olive. Then you can come along and you can use a lamb. Something that's meek and humble. They're not aggressive animals. They follow a shepherd. They follow Ra. They entrust him to do that. So you take the life of something like that and put it down in respect for what you've done. Because the only reason you committed kata because you would not submit yourself. Hello? And you needed something that was strong to come back and repair what you've done. So you look at those two animals, the olive and the lamb. Obedience, and then you look at the strength of and what it's able to do. And he look at taking that, and then we transfer and we start looking at, we're trying to make up for the life of a man. And you got to start looking at you. You're more precious than a lamb or a olive or a lamb. So since you're a man and you committed Qatar, and it's going to take Dom to repair it, I'm going to need to get the life of a man. I'm going to need to get the life of a man. But that man going to have to be like an olive. He's going to be real strong. He's going to be very strong. He's going to be like a lamb, though, where he's going to be meek and he's going to be able to follow. Hello? That's why Yahushua is so valuable to us, because he sufficed him on every end. A lot of people were willing to put their lives up for people, but it didn't work. It didn't work. People still had to pay for what they've done. We tried to use Noah, we tried to use EU, we tried to use Daniel. He said, but as my soul living, he said they can only account for themselves. Nobody, we hadn't found nobody wiser than Daniel. When the Malachi came down, they even told about that, why he came and revealed it to him and gave him Kazum. He said, because you're wise. Then we found out Yahushua. He said, you was in the garden. And said he was wiser than Daniel. And they had to tell him that he was an Ish, and he was not Elohim. That's what the people kept trying to tell him. So let me say, you being a man, make yourself equal with Elohim. That's what they told him. You don't remember that conversation? But we had already heard that. So you was in the garden. Said, and there's nothing that's been kept from you either. Right. He said, though you set your law as the law of Elohim, you still an Ish, and you're not Elohim. So that's why he asked the people why were they going to kill him. They said, not because of other stuff. They said, because you being a man made yourself Elohim. That's why we're going to kill you. He already knew they were going to do. But it was so he could try to bring us back into a perspective of being obedient, submitting ourselves, being strong where we can combat and we can fight against this error we all got, where we all get ourselves and we get in the middle of sin. How are we going to stop doing it? I don't know why I keep doing it. You keep doing it because this is something that you want to do. You have the desire to want to live. Once you start looking at what's the equivalent of every behavior you got that's wrong, it all equals the same thing mathematically. It's all death. Whether it's the smallest or the largest, it all equals to death. So at some point, you got to do it. The book said, he that with a harp, kai, and he will see. What he got to do? Where did he get this from? Somebody said, Peter. He'd have got it from the Torah. He told you about you living long. And he started telling you if you were a hard kai, he started telling the man, if each want to see some good, you know what I mean? How he had to skew, he's going to have to get away from. He was going to have to shun it. He was going to have to get away from it. And he said that's the only way he was going to obtain this. But he was only telling you because it was consistent with your Torah. So you can live long on your rock. That was the whole purpose of giving you the Amar, the commandments, the same thing he gave to Adam. As long as Adam would restrict himself to what the laws were he gave him, Adam would continue to live. Once Adam broke it, that was a violation because you broke things that even nature won't even help you do. Y'all got it? He said it where everything's going to work against you. When Adam came out, what was the land like? Thorns and thistles. How cool was it? Remember he needed that jacket? So what happened? So your violation when you make them, they not just with Elohim that's a problem. Everything that's under Elohim reign even against you. Right. I made nature work against you. Nature, nothing favors you. So to know, that's why I be telling that again, go ahead and do hydroponics. My members, let me tell you why I had to tell y'all go and do stuff. Because I tell them, they still gonna find a way to see can we do it. There's a way we can do this. Is it okay we grow inside, we do this? I'm trying to tell y'all, it gets you away from what he wants us to do. How did these people make it without hydroponics? How did these people make it without greenhouses? Because Elohim provides. That's how they knew whether or not they were in a consistent pattern of agreement. You know what I'm saying? Storms ain't coming down, whirlwind tearing my house up. Snow ain't overcovered me and plowed me down. We froze to death and died. I ain't getting no crops this year. Why? I got to examine myself. But see, the way we do it, we can grow and go. Then it's just, man, I don't know, the world just crazy. Ain't no world crazy. Elohim against you, and I make nature be against you. So that made people want to walk in a certain type of order to make sure this man favors me. Got it? When he put us in Jerusalem, he was trying to show you, I'm going to show you I favor you, and I'm going to make nature favor you. Every year when you're supposed to get your rain, you're going to need it before you start to put your crop down. You're going to need it before you bring them in. So you know to make sure you get the first and the latter rain. So this will show you that you've been consistent for a Shana, for a year. Y'all got it? For a year, you'll see you've been consistent. So when you start seeing things not working, you automatically knew the man's against me and nature is working against me. When he put them in Jerusalem, he said, I purposely didn't drive some people out. Y'all know that? Yes, sir. Because he already knew, if you turn, I got some people already here. Listen, Dan tried to force them out. They went up in the mountain. They couldn't get them because they dwelt in the high part of the heart. They had the chariot. Dan couldn't drive them out. He said, I wouldn't let them drive them out. We tried to force everybody out. He said, I didn't, because he knew who you were. You were Adam, and I left a thorn in your flesh. He left a thorn. That's what he did. I left thorns there. I made sure I had people there. When you start to rise up, you start to smell yourself, you get too comfortable and too relaxed, I left some people right there that were going to come down and they were going to vex you, just like Adam was. Can you imagine you go out here and you pick and you get stuck? You say, break it this junk. You this piss, man. Yeah, that's a reason why, too. You know what you consider? He considered the good land. He considered the hills and the valleys. Isn't that right? He considered all the things he had. And that's what the purpose of why he come and vex her, so you will consider the better relationship versus the one you got now. Right. But when you hadn't created one with him, you don't have nothing to measure it against. Right. See, for me, I consider the life he done gave me now, I can't go back. I already know that. I know the end of that one. Yeah. It don't make sense. What I'm going to get? For me, the street running people, what I'm going to get? How much hoeing you going to do? Ain't no commitment behind no hoeing. Laying up, what are you going to get? Let me see. Anybody have sex with me and we ain't married, would never have sex with nobody else. It'd be exclusive. I'd be the first and the last. What commitment you going to get from them? Both of your whores. Ain't no commitment in home. It's just being honest. It's no commitment. The stuff when we measure out the street, then you dealing with somebody, that person be going out and that person come back and bring you AIDS. Boy, you be thinking about, you think you be so smart, you think you so slick, and you ain't the only one. Because while you out there, you had a song years ago, I want you to tell me who's making love to your old lady while you out there making love. Man made a song. He heard it on YouTube. But you talking about, man want to know who your old lady having sex with while you out here having sex with somebody else. See, you trying to hold somebody else to something, you don't realize you ain't even got no standard. Do you know how much disrespect you have for yourself that you laying with somebody and you're not married to? You have no commitment. Absolutely nothing. I tell you about that guy called me and asked me to pray for him. He said, no, I can get a prayer through. So he had to tell his wife, and he was praying for her, tell her about getting the AIDS off of him. He just talked. I said, what you got? He just asked me to pray for him. He said, he only asked her. He said, I'm going to ask some people I know can get a prayer through. He said, I know you can get a prayer through. I said, what you got going on? He said, I'm just asking, just calling on. He said, my sister, she a prayer warrior. He said, I know you can get a prayer. He said, yeah, pray for him. I said, what you done done? What you got going on? He said, I was messing with this lady, messing around with her. He said he found out he was feeling a little sick and we got tested. He said, I got AIDS. He said, my wife keeps trying to have sex with me. He said, but I'm blowing her off. I'm telling her I'm not feeling good. He said, but that's not going to keep working. He said, I'm praying for God to heal me. He said, I called you and I called everybody I know that I know can get a prayer through to pray for me. I said, I will not pray for you not one time. He said, what you? I said, I will not pray for you not one time. He wore her. I said, not one time. You thinking you just found out you got AIDS, you done already been sleeping with this lady. Yep. This woman has been a sack haven for AIDS. Yep. And she had no idea. I knew about another relationship. Lady gave it to a guy too. He went home and gave it to his wife. Gave it to her too. I said, maybe your hood gonna reward you. Yep. You can keep sitting, you can keep going. It's just a matter of time he's gonna catch you. That's right. You can't stop him for so long. Listen, from homosexuality to fornication to kazaa, lying, and everything. The man don't put it on there like it's just no sexual act. Don't you know we gotta get away from all that? He'll give a liar AIDS. That's right. It can be from a blood transfer. It ain't gotta be no sex. That's right. It's the fact Mr. Yahuwah come at. See, you know, folks look at, I shouldn't get AIDS because I ain't been sleeping around. They ain't no way to get no AIDS. You ain't got to sleep around just to get no AIDS. This corona shot they gave these folks, y'all didn't hear about it. They said you are more susceptible and more prone to catch HIV from getting that virus. Did y'all know that? Now you tell me, what would this shot have to do with you catching HIV? Come on, that's right. Y'all do know that's one of the ingredients they got inside of the stuff anyway for HIV, right? One of the part they give them in these shots. Y'all hadn't read? That if you get this shot, that you are more susceptible to catching HIV. These folks ain't read nothing, have they? Yeah, I told y'all this stuff. What y'all think these people giving you? All they doing is throwing something at something. What in the world you throwing up? Because they feel like we dealing with the immune system. So we'll attack it from another way. That means something. At least people with HIV and AIDS keep living. Corona people die. That's their logic. If people still living with AIDS and HIV, people from corona dying. How many of y'all had corona? How many of y'all dead? I'll take my chances. Why am I getting so, how did HIV get on the table? Man, you be going to these restaurants drinking. One of them good AIDS patients just got through drinking and they lit the rim. They lit it so good, the person went, I'm just taking you a scenario. The person back there dishwasher moving so fast, I don't really watch this glass. And you come to eat now and sit down, and it just happen to be the glass you get. You can misjudge. You moving so many dishes, you moving. The clean one. Don't worry about it. Shoot on back out the door, and it just had to be your glass. And now you come over with AIDS, and you holler, I get AIDS. I don't even slip around. Why you telling them lies? I'm just telling you now, don't think now, this how folks, this is how we think we smart. Well, I'm gonna do it just make sure I don't sleep around so I don't get AIDS. That ain't the only way you get it. All you gotta do, let's go even better with that, because come on, you know what get what cover that. I drink out styrofoam cup anyway. Cover. Driving, have a wreck, ain't even my fault. Head done got busted from some glass that he had to stir would have hit me. Rush me to the hospital. You ain't gonna believe what I'm losing. Blood. How did you come over there, Chris? I ain't even got through the story. Blood? So I gotta figure, what is it the hospital got to get? They gotta give blood confusion or transfusion? He moved to, he said, blood confusion. Blood transfusion. It's confusing, you get that aid pack. I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Just for the record, y'all do know that the Red Cross has deemed that people with AIDS can donate blood. Can we look this up, see if online? That's all, just look it up. Y'all do that on rule, these people can't donate blood. They got a blood shortage, and they're gonna stop it. What happened? People living with AIDS. People are living with HIV. These people, so how I'm gonna get away? That's what I'm gonna do. See, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wear a rubber when I sleep around, because I ain't trying to get no AIDS. What I'm gonna do, I go to the store, I'm gonna go to the restaurant, styrofoam cup, fresh straw. How you gonna prevent? Okay, let's just go where you ain't driving no car. Stay safe. Just say you have an internal organ that decides it wants to leak. And you have internal bleeding. This is impossible. And you losing blood. And they have to come and they got to give you blood. And the pack you get is the one that slipped through the cracks. I don't know why folks think it's a joke. The man can come get you when he wants. Any one of us here, you can't escape him. There's no way of getting away from it. If this man has set his law for you, he's coming for you. That's why the purpose of here to make sure we get this right now. You can't afford to get this right later. Like folks try to get right on your deathbed. Why you who shouldn't try to let the man get right? The man at the pool 30, he could just let him get right then. Why he got him up? And what he told me to do? Do what? Go forth and sin no more. What was going to happen? So what happened I do? Could just save him on their deathbed. I would just save him on my deathbed, Lord. Just save him before I leave. That man said, no, you're behind finna get up and live. And if you commit qatar again, something worse gonna come on you. What you think that man do? Man, he said, why he ain't give him an angel? I'll give you an angel lest you fall and dash your foot against a pool. Give that man nothing, you got the word. Once I give you that word, you go and you do something else, it's gonna get worse for you. Y'all know where he got that from? Who know? That's a good one. Oh, yeah, Luke. No. Adam? Cain and Abel, Mizraim. Fury? That's all they tell him. That's sweet right there. He waited. You know what that daddy said? His son said, I don't believe my daddy just hardly lamb. Who burned that meat up, daddy? Think about it. He said, if you continue to work contrary to me, he said, then I'm going to intensify. I'm going to make it worse for you. That's why the man, see, what's worse? Why is worse? He can't just shoot someone in the mouth. It already has to intersect, align with your law. You just learned this, y'all, in the 26th chapter book of Uyakra. He said, if you continue to walk, he said, I'm going to walk contrary to you 7 times. That's why he let the man know it's going to get worse for you. What's going to make him believe that? True, you got me up. I give you that. But what's worse? How I know it's going to get worse? We human. You question things. Don't we? You consider things. So you know the Torah. You already know. I'm going to intensify. It's going to be worse for you next time. That'll make a man say, I'm done. Now why tell me? I ain't going out there. I already know it's going to be worse. I ain't going to make it back. I know it don't even make sense. Why he going to let me come back? For what? What I'm going to say? Oh, I was ignorant. I was so stupid. Man, y'all, I was naive. They pulled me out there. Don't y'all know I be telling y'all life from the pits of Sheol? Nobody can pull me out there. I know what I'm doing. The man gave me understanding, and somebody going to trick me and I'm going to be out there. I'm going to do what I want to do. Because that's what I want to do. And you know what he look at? And I want you to stay out there. And I don't want you back. Because I done set myself against you. Don't y'all know the man done told y'all that? He said, if a man decide that he going to take, said, though I walk in integrity of my own law, you know what I'm going to have? Shalom. Peace and blessing. He know what he said he going to do? He said, I'm going to be against that man. He said, I'm going to be against that man's house. He said, wormwood. He said, I'm going to be against it, man. He said, anybody that will take and he's going to sit around and he's going to barack himself and he's going to walk in his own integrity, I'm going to be against that man. He's going to be against his house. I'm going to make that man suffer. I'm going to take that man down. Because this man had thought in his mind that he could get away. What's going to happen to me? Y'all scared? He said, I'm going to work against that man. He said, if folks sin, they're going to be talking. Folks going to be talking, saying, this man had decided he was going to go against them. Man, look how he took that man down. Everybody done feel America a long time. England, France. These folks been superior rulers for a long time. France, you don't really have, France is a superior ruler. When you go to the island, a lot of them fall up under France. African country, French. England, they run them. America, they run these countries, these islands. Yahuwah taking them down. He breaking a stronghold from them. The nigga not scared like we used to be no more. Yahuwah got a disease. He can't take no troops out there and shoot no bullets at it. See, he can shoot a man. He can burn a house down. He can't shoot the disease, Dave. None of his tanks working. His military is sick. Listen, nuclear ship, pulled. You know how bad it got to be when you get out and you leave a nuclear ship unmanned? Do y'all understand that prison time? A nuclear ship. Don't you understand what they tell you when a ship going down? A captain go to prison? You heard the saying. The captain goes down with the ship. Don't you know them guys left that nuclear ship day and got off of it because they got corona? Yep. Don't you know they tell you we got the most elite fighting soldiers? What you think when corona hit 1,200 people on that ship, 200 people on that ship, don't you know everybody abandoned the ship and left it? That was criminal. Donald Trump lost it. He said this idiot called a newspaper. He stripped him. He said he's an idiot. What are you doing? He said you can't call no newspaper. He's done. They had to come back and reinstate him. They had to teach Donald Trump something y'all shouldn't even know. Don't nobody tell the military what to do. Nobody. They should have learned that from Kennedy. Nobody tell the military what to do. They're their own governing power. People don't know that. I've been locked up. I watch the military coming out. Listen, you see them MP coming, that bad boy. Listen, they coming, boy coming dressed, set up. That's ours. They get them joker, they shackle them up, and they shackle them legs. Them boys coming out of them. Listen, listen. I've been in the cabin, why them boys sitting in that hole, they sitting out there. Them MP pop through that door. Listen, they don't stand outside the way either. They come through the door. They come inside. They standing right there way. Let them open them doors up and get them. They put him on, they shaking him like he going to death row. They do the feet, military don't play. They ain't doing no hand. We shackle. Leg, foot, everything. This how he go. They let him know he belong to Uncle Sam. That's military property. Y'all don't know government property. A soldier, government property. They come get theirs out of jail. You open that cell, you can't never tell them what to do. Everything y'all had to do, nobody tell the government what to do. They got their own courts. These people don't know they do this. Nobody, the commander in chief, man, he's a fool. Nobody tell them what to do. Joe Biden know that. You'll come up dead. You can get them orders you want to. I assure you they do what they want to do, though. Yeah. If you walked in that world and you saw it, you wouldn't tell nobody. Well, that's a whole nother story. We're talking about Yahuwah army. Yeah. We're talking about Yahuwah. Nobody tell Yahuwah what to do. That's right. Nobody overrule him. Nobody outrank him. Yeah. That's why he's taking them down. You saw that show you these white boys, they done told you so great and so bad what they do. Them white boys, listen, them white boys start coughing. They left a nuclear ship unarmed. Listen, in a foreign country. Do y'all know what happens if you do some stuff like that you ain't seen? You come up missing a nuclear ship unmanned. Don't you know you supposed to die with that ship? Them boys supposed to die on them ship before they got off for it. But you know what they looked at? Yahuwah let you saw. They men, and they not Elohim. We be so scared they tell, I'll put the military on the street. I'll put them in. They're just as scared as you are of it. See how they work off your fear. Yeah. See, if you're afraid, that's how they get their strength. They just afraid as you are. That's why they got that ship and left it. Them guys say, I'll go to prison if I live. Right now I'm worried about dying. Mr. Yahuwah gonna show all these people. He gonna show everybody the Lord. These people just as scared as you are. They want to play it out because they know once people start really panicking, they're not showing y'all what's going on in other countries, are they? They're not showing, y'all not watching. These people have erupted in these countries behind their virus. Oh, these people will not be controlled. Listen, they fight out. Listen, I said, what we were looking at? Belarus? Listen, I can't figure how everybody has a gas mask. I ain't talking about them cheap, funky masks we got. Everybody on the street got a professional gas mask. I said, God, how these niggas get these gas? I ain't even got one of them. Listen, they burning it up. They losing over there. These folks against their governments. You know why they don't show it to y'all? Because they know when niggas see it. Yeah. They know when enough of us see it, they know we going to cut the food. So they got to keep you on the Olympics, get you ready for school, get your kids in school, get ready for football. Come on, y'all know Monday Night Football gonna be coming soon. They got to pacify nigga. In these other countries, these folks sick of it. They sick of these restrictions. They sick of these masks. They done had it with them. They done had it. We the only people that succumb to it. We should have been on these white folk way. We should have been gone. Now taking this stuff to come, Yahuwah got to come take these white folk down just so we stop being afraid of them. If I was white folk, I'll whoop y'all niggas up. Just if you got any racist family, tell them to come in and whoop all these niggas up because they the reason this corona here. That's what I'm serious. Look what he doing. He taking down the people. We all fear them. We've been fearful of them. What they can do? These crackers as scared as you are. Why do you think they tell you even with a shot, put a mask on? They're afraid for their life. They're afraid. You know how white people look up? Man, white folks ain't scared of nothing. White folks swim with alligator. White folks do that to make you think. Just like Chris grandmama said, they cold. You see some white folks out there running them shorts on, say you want a jacket and some pants, I know you freezing. You're not fooling me. Just tell them, say, you're not fooling me, I'm not impressed. I seen that white boy was running, that joker had perfect form. Shorts on, out running. I said, that cracker roll. Listen, dang, every step, in the rain. I started running more. Trying to make me feel bad. I'm riding the car, that car, them windshield white, that cracker running, he ain't missing a beat, got a hat on. I'm talking about striding it behind out too. He was getting it in the rain. That pissed me off. See that? But see, that's how they got to get it. Make you feel like they better than you. It ain't about what they'll do. It's about who we serve. Yeah. Y'all got it? So that's what we're going to be working on, our mental intellect. Yes, sir. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. And I end up making sure when we're hearing, make sure we're obeying. I'm going to let y'all go. The Shamash done said, if you hadn't committed no kata, from the duration when this Shamash done said, if you can keep this up until tomorrow when it's set, you would have lived a yom without sinning. Y'all got it? Now all you got to do is make sure you don't go against nothing that you've been told that's according to the Torah. Y'all got it? If it's something that the Torah had minded you and taught you to do, make sure you do it. If the Torah done told you something not to do, make sure you don't go against that. Otherwise, you commit kata. Y'all got it? That's two.